Jump aboard the backlog boat. Robert, Jake, Stephanie will keep you afloat. Podcasting all night, sailing through the waves, talking games, movies, and the stardust they crave. They dive deep into the stories untold, exploring worlds with secrets so bold. Their voices echo through the recording mic, taking us on an adventure. Just hold on tight. Backlog Boat, it's a podcast treasure, sailing through episodes, limitless pleasure. Join the crew and let your mind go free. The Backlog Boat, a journey you'll never wanna leave.
Welcome to the 20th episode of The Backlog Boat. As always, I am your captain, Roberto Gonzalez. And to my left, we have the navigator.
That
And also to my left, we have the doctor.
Hello.
It's been a fucking minute.
you say that at the beginning of every episode.
I'm aware, but this time it's actually been 5 months of content, of not talking about stuff this year. So I feel like it's been a minute. What have you guys been up to?
I moved.
Yeah, but you moved like a long time ago,
Yeah, and fucking end of December.
which isn't 2025.
Okay, you're right. You do settle in about 1 week's worth of time after you move to a new place.
I mean, it's a place you used to. Okay, you moved. You're right. You moved.
Stephanie, what did you do over the past 5 months?
Wait, did you say me? I just wanted to be
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, I went to some events. I joined a book club, and I also quit my job. So here we are.
Nice.
And you have a new job, right?
Oh yeah, I do have a new job. Also too, this is like so ridiculous, but on my last day, basically, I had to get all of these evaluations done for my staff, and my supervisor had no idea how to do them. And Robert had put this out there. He had put this out there for the world, and I'm still pissed about it. He was like, hey, your supervisor is going to reach out to you. This woman never has ever texted me, ever. Like, throughout the whole time that I've worked there, throughout the whole time that she's worked there. And the day after my last day, she reaches out and was like, hey, do you have notes on these evaluations? Jake, everything is in there. Everything that she would need is in there. And she had no idea how to even get to the evaluation, which is just 3 clicks. That's it. Not password protected, just already there. And Robert gave me that bad karma. Don't like that.
I see. It's fair because in my last job, when I just started, nobody knew how to do this thing that I was assigned to do, and I was like, well, what the fuck do I do? And then the person that was supposed to be training me, but had no fucking idea how to do the thing, was like, oh, okay, I still have the number of the person that used to do this before you. I'll just text him. And I was like, that's a fucking awful idea, but sure, go for it. And then like a week later, she's like, yeah, she didn't reply to me. And I was like, I'm fucking shocked. Like, it's not my fucking problem. And I feel like that's just mutually understood by everybody in every fucking field.
So is it just me, or does Jake sometimes sound like he's underwater?
Yeah, I was like, maybe it's just me, but I think I got the gist. Like, this should be something that people know, but also too, I guess something to expect that your supervisor's not going to know what they're doing. But that was a little bit disheartening, where I was like, I did all this stuff, and the day after I leave, you text me after I'm not on company time to tell you how to do your job. Not around here, partner. Not around here.
I mean, pretty much. I don't know what the fuck's up with the mic, but I haven't turned on my PC in 2 months, so.
No, you're good now. It's just like at times you were talking, and then all of a sudden, it sounded like you were underwater.
I mean, I'm still on Wi-Fi, so that could be it.
Oh, well,
Because, my modem has to be in my living room,
that makes sense.
and I'm not dragging a wire all the way across.
Also makes sense.
What internet do you have?
Ziply fiber.
Oh, I was about to say I had them too, and nothing really happened. But also too, yeah.
I mean, it was like a $30 Wi-Fi adapter for my PC.
Well, you said you went to some event.
Yeah, I was about to say it was basically like a concert. You can get tacos. Could also get not drinks because they split up. I guess like the alcohol and then also to like the other stuff that you have for it. And I was like, this is so ridiculous. Like, what the heck? But me and one of my friends, we did see Frankie J and we did see Baby Bash. I know that may not be important to both of you, but that's like
Hey,
a pretty
Baby
huge
Bash.
deal. Yeah, They even played like an SPM song, which is like pretty wild. But I don't
That is
know if
pretty
Baby
crazy,
Bash
actually.
was actually there or not. But Frankie J was though, so that was pretty good. And then also too, they had like Amanda Perez, but we didn't see her either. And so those are just like some throwback names from back in the day. But
Go back. I
I don't
haven't
know.
heard of any of these motherfuckers.
You know
Yeah.
Baby Bash, Jake.
No, I don't.
And SPM, well, I mean, that's different, but
I would say that's more like prevalent, but I guess also too, so this music is a lot of like the early 2000s and like 2010, and also too it's a lot of like Chicanos, so they're not
Jake's
too
like,
relevant now, but
Jake's like, I'm not that Mexican. Sorry.
I mean,
I didn't
it's
listen to
pop
music
though.
until like 2011.
The year after.
Most of it was bad.
Well, did you
Bruh.
go to a school dance when you were in high school?
No,
Middle school?
I didn't get to fucking do high school.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Middle school?
No.
Well, they would have been playing that music there.
I don't think so. Like,
They played it in. I was about to dox myself.
You could dox yourself.
I'll say this though too. It depends on where you went to school. As somebody who didn't go to school in at least through like middle school and then also to high school, so my high school in a bigger city, like they also played this, but also too it depends on your demographic.
Well,
So
that's what
again,
I'm
if you
saying.
went
Where I went was a heavily white place.
also too though, when we were older, like no, there were more Chicanos there too, and also too just other races.
Later, like 7th, 8th grade.
Count all the non-white people on like two hands that went to my school.
I was about to say, yeah, the area, depending on where you're at, is like very white, so that would make sense actually.
All the way up on that fucking hill
I guess.
next to the Mormon church. How many Mexican Mormons do you know?
A few actually. It's like really surprising. A lot of
One.
Mormons actually know Spanish.
We're
but-
really destroying the culture. I guess we're winning. One dub for white people.
Well, I mean that sounds fun though. That you got to see them.
Yeah, I wish I would have got VIP tickets. I think that would have been more fun. Also, too, they were handing out T-shirts, and we just never had a chance. So,
Damn.
but at least it's something that I know I'll never do again. I spent $30 on nachos, and I'm never gonna let my friend live that down. So here we are. And then we ended up just going to the Michoacana, like literally right after. So it wasn't worth it.
See, that sounded like you said 3, but I know you meant 30.
Oh my bad. Yeah, it was $30, 30, as in $31 bills for nachos.
That's crazy.
But what
I was
else did you all do? Sorry.
Oh no, real quick, just to go on that, because Jake's always wanted to go to, is it EDC?
It was, but this is I'm so out of the scene now that I don't think I'd enjoy the music anymore. I think the time of me being able to go and have a good time is actually just gone now.
See, no, like I have no intention of going, but I saw someone posted pictures of the food stands there. Insane the amount of money they're charging for stuff. Like I think it was like a tray of 5 tacos for $100. One whole pizza was like 120 or something.
I also saw this TikTok. Also, too, you could get 6 sushi rolls though.
For also
Right.
like $100, right?
That's 6 sushi rolls. I was like, okay, all right, depending on what they look like.
but it's gonna be like Walmart sushi.
If you're going out, you're going out to ball. Like, this is a lesson I've learned. If you're gonna be cheap on a trip, just don't go.
I mean, that's fair.
What do you do? Just not eat? Just fucking pull a PB and J out of your fucking pocket?
Absolutely, I would pull PB the Uncrustables, bro, on deck.
Yep. Before what's his name bans them, gotta get those Uncrustables.
You ain't gonna catch me paying $30 for no nachos.
I don't know, but I regularly pay a lot of money for food I hate, so I guess that's just the fucking environment I subject myself to.
Jake's like, it just doesn't feel right.
Like,
If I go to any kind of venue and like the food or drinks are like good, I'm like, what is wrong with this place? Like this is actually people meat. I'm a cannibal right now. This is Silent Green, bro. There's some up with this food.
Could be. I also got dragged to a couple of concert-like shows that are like local bands.
Yeah, so Robert doesn't go anywhere or do anything, but now that I'm more adjacent, he doesn't really have an excuse. Especially because the local music scene is right next to my fucking apartment. And initially I'm like, wow, this local music scene's fucking booty cheeks, but it's growing on me. What are your feelings on the local music scene around here, Rob?
I mean, there's a couple bands I enjoyed. There's a couple bands that I absolutely did not enjoy. The venue's cool though. It's like it's not too big. It's comfy, and I don't mean comfy as in like comfortable because the chairs are ass, but it's like you can always find a spot to sit. Like at the times that we go, I actually did have nachos there that I think were pretty good.
I did not. The food is so fucking disgusting. It's so fucking bad. Like they have they have an entire vegan menu, and I was like, okay, cool, food I can eat, that's fine. And then I ordered a vegan fucking chicken sandwich because they didn't have the vegan chicken tenders, and I was like, that's fine. It's pretty hard to fuck up fake chicken. And then like it came with vegan cheese, which is like it literally tasted like cardboard. It was one of the worst things I've ever put in my fucking mouth. And then like I terrorized Robert, and I was like, this is so gross. You have to try it. And he's like, no. And I was like, no, we're not leaving until you put this shit in your mouth. We need to experience this together.
It was really bad.
It was like dry and like hard, but it like crumpled like glass or something. It was fucking bad. It was so bad that I only ate like half of it just so I wouldn't be hungry for the rest of the show. I was like, I'm not fucking eaten many bad food in my life, but like I couldn't even fucking finish that.
It was a time. But yeah, I've caught a few of those shows. I went to my friend's wedding in California. That was a thing I did.
Yeah, it was a white people wedding.
You know, it was pretty chill. Oh my god, my favorite fucking thing ever. Like I haven't even gone to a party that is done like at 10. And I think I'm trying to remember. All I know is I was in bed at my hotel by like 11 p.m.
That's fucking lame, bro.
Which is like I didn't think
You really are in your fucking 30s. Like you're here.
I mean it was the most wonderful thing ever. Like we went. It was a great ceremony. It was a great time. Everyone had a lot of fun, and then it was over, and people left. Like I'm used to the groom drinking so much that they leave the party going on till like 2-3 in the morning. So it was nice. It was nice. It was very beautiful. Did you do anything else, Jake?
Did a bunch of shit. I said we checked out the local music scene because I didn't know anything about it, and I do like it. Even though it's really fucking small, but I feel like because it's so small, you know where everything is at. Like, where it came from, trying to figure out if there was a show that was worth going to was a fucking endeavor. Like, you had to look up all the fucking bars and like venues that you wanted to go to, and then you fucking had to like see if they were worth going to, and the fucking times, and see if there's anything upcoming. It was like you had to juggle like 30 fucking Facebook pages.
Well,
There's only two venues, so
yeah, it's nice.
I mean, we go look at the fucking websites for the two venues, and then boom, decide which one you want to go to, or not at all. Also, the shows are cheaper. Like even where I was at before, even if it was a show that you like didn't, the same kind of shows that you can see here were like $30 over there,
Oh,
and here it's like 10 to 15, so it's like a lot cheaper.
yeah.
Tell you what though, all the local bands are pretty shit.
I mean, I like some of them.
I like one of them. All of the fucking bands that I like came from the place I was at before.
Well,
I ironically seen them more here in this town than I did in my last one.
I consider Washington to be local.
No, that's not local. Seattle's not local. You were not a Seattle person. You wouldn't survive.
I mean, that's fair. But I'm just saying, like if someone was like, "Oh, a local band," I'd be like, "Oh, Washington. They're from here, from this state."
Because cultures are different enough in each city that it's its own thing. Like Central Washington, Eastern Washington, and like Northwest Washington all have very different vibes.
I guess that's true.
I don't know, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'd be like, oh yeah, you know where Nirvana's from? Yeah, Washington State.
Local
They were from
band.
Auburn, so
Not
I was
local
like,
band.
ooh,
Fuck that band.
whoa,
Jake.
we just
Fighting words, bro.
no, like
No,
what?
I know. I think Nirvana's like okay. Everything who wants to come out of Seattle is kind of booty cheeks. Don't give a shit.
I was like, we got Dave Grohl out of that.
I think he's fine. He's okay.
Okay, I will say this, and this will be like my last thing. Like Nirvana though, really did just like propel the '90s in like a different direction with their music, and then also too with their style. It's just it's crazy. It's crazy to think about that became its own thing. But anyway, I'll
Yeah,
just
Jake,
say
half
I think
the
they're
bands you
pretty
like probably were influenced by Nirvana.
That's how I can appreciate him. Like he came up and then shot the '80s in the fucking face. Like straight up killed what was fucking pop culture.
good. Very interesting way to express that.
Yeah.
He's-
Oh shit.
He's like, bitch. Dunzo, hang him at the fucking gallows.
See, it's crazy because like I don't know if it's
Murdered.
I don't know if it's his Wi-Fi or if it's like he gets closer or further away from the mic because there's times where you're
Yeah.
crystal clear.
So, do I just have to stay this far away from the mic?
Yeah.
Okay, because normally I have to be really close to it. But I guess now, for whatever reason, I have to be very far.
Is your mic plugged in all the way?
Yeah, it's plugged in all the way.
I was like, once you hear this, you'll understand what we meant. But we get the gist. We get the gist.
I think that should just be in as it is. Just
What was I gonna say? So Stephanie, you said you joined a book club.
I did, but also too for time's sake, we could talk about that another time because I'm reading a book from the book club, so it'll come up again. So
Oh, okay.
See, started doing Muay Thai around here, doing kickboxing because I decided to get back into martial arts. Getting beat the fuck up by teenagers, and it's greatly upsetting.
wait,
I
is it like
mean-
all ages altogether?
No, it's adults, but like if you're 16 plus, you're considered an adult.
Oh, wow.
So like they have teens, which is like 11 to 15, and then kids, which is like 10 and below, and then adult classes are just like 16 plus. But also, this motherfucker that I sparred with has been going for like years. So even though he was like 17, I don't think I've ever gotten my ass whooped harder, like in my life.
I mean, but that's a good thing though, right? Like, I mean, if you keep going, you're gonna whoop his
Yeah,
ass.
I was too busy fucking getting my shit rocked to learn anything. Like I couldn't even see his hands. I felt like I was in Hajime no Ippo. Like the motherfucker was just standing still, and then my fucking brain was wrecking back and forth in my skull, and I was like, I don't even understand what's happening right now.
Bro.
I feel like I'm being beat up by a fucking stand, bro. This guy just summoned Star Platinum on my ass.
I mean, at least you're doing it though.
Yeah, it's really good cardio. They also teach jiu-jitsu there too, which I tried for a little bit and then immediately snapped my knee. And I was like, nope, we're just going to go stick with kickboxing.
Wait, is that studio in very prominent place?
Yes.
Okay.
And then, I don't know, got a regular D&D group rolling. That's been okay.
Stephanie's like, I too took up kickboxing.
Can you
Yeah, as far as
imagine?
Stephanie.
I've been doing it for like four years. So
Fuck. I don't know, because like I grew up doing Taekwondo, so I thought I'd be way better at fighting than I was, and then realized I don't know how to box, like at all. But that's been a learning adventure. But lastly, I went to 2025 Seattle Sakura Con.
Oh yeah, the place that you all let you tell it.
Yeah, this year's an absolute fucking nightmare. So we show up and we get in line for our tickets. And the line wrapped all the way around the building, and we're like, that's fine, because that's what it did last year. And then we finally get inside like the atrium where you actually get your badge or whatever. And the line was coiled like a snake in the entire atrium. So you'd like go all the way, you go to the right, and then you would go down like 2 meters and then back to the left, and then you'd go all the way to the left and then down 2 meters all the way to the right. And then you did this like twice for like 2 lengths of the room until you got to the badging line where you could actually get your badge. And like this entire fucking process took like 4 fucking hours.
bruh.
I was standing and there's nothing. Like you can't leave the line. Fucking you just got to sit there and stand for 4 straight hours, and my knees and back were just absolutely fucking shot. Like, I guess whatever system they were using to help people get badges just went down. So each like transaction was like 5 minutes per person, which is awful. Because there was like hundreds, if not thousands of people there this year. Like they oversold the venue hella.
Damn.
Like it feels like there was like twice as many people as there was last year. So and then finally get our badges, me and my sister, and we're like, all right, cool. Let's go to the artist alley. And then we get there so we can buy, like, browse and buy shit. And it is, like, ass to elbow, the entire space. Like, the only way to actually view any of the booths is you had to, like, elbow your way in until you're, like, hip to hip with the fucking table. So, like, you couldn't even, like, peruse or browse anything properly. So then after viewing like the tables for like an hour and not being able to actually look at anything, I was like, all right, fuck this. I'm tired. My knees hurt. My back hurts. I'm hungry. I want to grab food. And then my sister's like, yeah, okay, that's fair. We can fucking chill out after an exhausting day of just standing and being around too many people. Wake up early in the morning the next day, hit it bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. And I was like, all right, cool, great. So then the next day, day 2, we get up, we go grab some breakfast, and then we're like talking about what panels we want to see and try to plan out some kind of itinerary. And then we're like, okay, cool. Artist Alley is about to open in like 15 minutes. So we'll get over there, and then hopefully we'll buy all the shit we want to buy before the crowd gets too big, and then we're good. And then we see that it's closed off. And I was like, what the fuck? Why is it closed off? And they're like, yep, there's been a situation. Artist Alley's closed. And I was like, well, that's fucking whack. And I was like, well, when are they going to be open? They're like, we don't know. And then like the building below where they're having the Artist Alley fucking caught on fire. So Artist Alley was just like fucking closed. Like the entire venue was filled with smoke.
What the heck, though? I
'Cause
mean, was
there's-
everything okay?
I mean, I don't think anybody in the Artist Alley got hurt, but there's like a cheesecake factory right below it. And I guess that just had a fucking gnarly grease fire that just fucked up that entire cheesecake factory.
Oh man.
So we're like, cool, that fucking sucks. And then we're just like scrambling around because we're having a hard time figuring out where the panels are at because they're in 2 different buildings that are about 2 blocks away. And eventually my sister's like, fuck it, let's go to this one. So then we like walk in, and then it's literally a panel about autism. And I was like, I don't want to be here. I'm not autistic. I don't really like care to know what anime characters these people think are autistic or not autistic.
Was Carol there?
Not an anime character, sorry. And then there's like, I was like, walk to the guy at the door because the panel just started. And I was like, hey man, is there seats left? And then he's like, yeah, bro, go ahead. So then we walk in, and then the seats are like technically they're seats, but they're like completely opposite sides of the like seating area and in the middle of a bunch of people. So then we were like, all right, I guess. And then we just walk to the back of the room and stand. And then he comes up and he's like, actually, I need you two to take a seat. And I was like, okay, bye. And it was like, we realized there were so many fucking people that if you wanted to go to a panel, you needed to be in line for it minimum 30 minutes ahead of time.
What the heck? Oh my god, this just sounds like you were waiting the whole time, which I get also too, but
yeah, so like and then my sister was like fucking fed up, and then she wasn't feeling well, so she had to go back to the hotel for a bit. And I was like, all right, fuck it. I guess I'll go try to see this one panel that I wanted to go see. It's for the like English voice actor for Laos, and Delicious in Dungeon. And I was like, yeah, sure, that'll probably be fun. And I walk in, I sit down, and then the guy shows up, and I was like, that looks like the guy from fucking Smosh. And then he like starts talking. I was like, he sounds like the guy from Smosh. And he's like, yeah, so I've been around, been doing things. A lot of you probably know me from Smosh. And I was like, oh shit, it's the guy from Smosh. So I guess Damien Haas, the fucking guy that dyes his hair a bunch on like the like you laugh you lose challenges and like bored as fuck and all those other Smosh shows. I guess he's the fucking voice of Laos in Delicious in Dungeon, and I didn't know that. I thought he was just a YouTuber. I didn't know he like had acting gigs. And yeah, he was actually really fucking funny. And I actually really like the dub for Delicious in Dungeon. So him being like, yeah, so we just do a bunch of takes and then I ad lib a bunch of shit and then see what makes it in and what doesn't. And I was like, okay. So he's the reason why that fucking dub is funny for that character. That's nice to know. And then after my sister is done feeling like shit, we tried going back to Artist Alley, still closed. And then we're like, fuck it. We're tired of running around and waiting. So then we went to the Guilty Gear tournament. And that shit was hype.
Did you play?
Fuck no, I didn't play. And I'm glad I didn't, because I would have just got fucking embarrassed. Like, there's people that are showing up with their own arcade sticks, their own snack boxes, and I was like, okay, that's fair. And then I'm like looking at the level that they're playing, and I was like, oh, I wouldn't even touch them. It would have been bad. There's this like, this is a fighting game ass tournament. Like, they have a streaming setup where they're like live streaming it, and they have commentators. My only problem is they had a TV in front of the fucking projector. So depending where you were sitting, you just couldn't see the fucking tournament. The place I was sitting. And the TV like didn't have anything on it. It was just off. And I was like, why is this here? Why is this blocking my view? So I had to like angle myself so I could see that the tiny monitor that they're playing on, like the people that are competing, and like peer over their shoulders so I could see what the fuck was going on instead of viewing it from the projector. But yeah, that was good. That is like reaffirmed me wanting to go to Evo, because like it was fucking hype. And I'm like, damn, imagine like a stadium filled with nerds that are just down to do this shit. But yeah, we were pissed off. We were like mad the whole fucking day. Like the only saving grace is there was a free concert at the end of the day for an artist I know called Riol. She's like a J-pop artist I like. And I was like, oh, that's insane that these are free. There's no fucking way that she's like coming to this con for free for us to just go up and show up. And then getting in line was also a fucking nightmare. We had to wait like an hour ahead of time just to make sure we got a seat. And then the opening, I guess the voice actress for the lady who plays Penny Parker and Kiriko in Overwatch, and Penny Parker from Rivals. She's in like an idol group, I guess. And she was there for some panels and she did a performance, which was pretty good. So she was like the opener for Riol. But then Riol started. And bro, that concert was like absolute fucking fire.
I got a Snapchat of Bluebird, and that shit was fire.
Like that. Like it was like a Japanese concert vibe. Like if you were up in the crowd, they gave you like those fucking batons so that you could like wave on time with the music. And this woman is a goddamn performing veteran. Like she knows, it was just her. There was no band. There was nobody else. It was just her up on this fucking stage, up in like high heel platform boots, And she's like dancing and singing and fucking going hard the entire fucking time. And she is her own goddamn hype man. She knows how to get the crowd active, even though she didn't speak barely any fucking English. And she played all my fucking favorite songs, even the Hatsune Miku collab. And I was like, okay, fine. I would have paid $150 to go to this fucking show. So this concert, not being Dookie, has saved this con for me.
I mean, like I said, I got some snaps and it sounded fire.
No, it's really good. Like, especially like the production work going on with the instrumentals. It's like electronic Japanese folk, and it's really fucking good. But I guess she's touring next year in America. So, what y'all doing in 2016 at an unclosed date?
In 2016, I
Or
think
2026? Fuck.
Yeah, I was like, what?
I was like, I guess we're just gonna go back in time. Fuck it.
No, it was a good show. Hopefully the con is not a fucking nightmare next year because I'll probably go again. But yeah, this year can kind of kiss my ass.
But it was an experience, and it sounds like you did have some good time, even if you didn't find out which anime characters are autistic.
I said it like the shit that was there to do was fun. It was just too many fucking people. So I don't know how. There's no bigger space for them to get in Seattle. So I don't know if they're just going to sell less tickets or how the fuck they're going to manage that. Like if they don't solve the fucking too many people problem, like this shit's cooked.
Well, I guess we'll find out next year. I shouldn't have a wedding next year, so I'll probably be down to go.
I don't know, bro. You can get married next year. Do one of those like 1950s 1 week later get married type deals.
I think I'll pass on that, but appreciate the thought.
You never know, bro. Keep it zero and all that.
It's true. All right. So we're all caught up basically on the things that we've done, unless someone has anything to add.
Nah, that's basically it for me.
And Stefania, nothing?
No.
All right, then we'll jump into video games. Real quick, little update. My number one game of the year for the year 2024, Tekken 8, shit itself a week after.
Oh, dude, that is so fucking funny. Like, literally the entire time that fucking Tekken 8 fiasco was going on, just the fucking echo in the back of my mind. I ain't ever gonna stop playing Tekken. Roberto 2024.
Yeah, I don't know if you knew about this, Stephanie, but they updated it for season 2. Fucking dead to me. It fucking sucks. It's so bad.
Damn.
They ruined the
See it.
game. And it's like people were going back to playing like Tekken Tag Tournament, Tekken 7 because it's that bad.
Yeah, like there's Tekken players moving over to Street Fighter or looking at like City of the Wolves. And I was like, fuck me, bro. I didn't know the patch was that bad. Like I wasn't good enough at Tekken for that patch to matter to me. And I was thinking about getting into a fighting game. And I was like, you know what, fuck it. Maybe I'll give Tekken another shot. And then I saw all that shit and I was like, never mind.
Yeah, it's a very sad day. But here we are. I did play Alan Wake because Jake said it was a good game. It is a fantastic game. I love it. That's Jake's already talked about it. That's all I have to say. Now for a game that has been near and dear to me, that gripped me in a way I didn't think it would, and it made me pull out the Switch. In fact, I played it so much that I broke one of my Switch controllers, and then I had to buy a new Switch controllers in order to keep playing this game. I played Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
What the fuck do you do?
You like Animal Crossing?
No.
Well, imagine if they made it simpler and less.
That's worse.
You think, but now you can just pick it up, play, do your stuff. It's literally Animal Crossing, but with I know saying but with less stuff sounds like a bad thing, but it's kind of a good thing. It's not overwhelming. You don't feel like there's all these things you got to do and that you got to check in every day to go do them. There is things that you need to do on the daily, but it's not like if you miss this, you fucked up.
Oh, so
as
you mean
Animal
it's
Crossing is.
a fucking video game instead of a chore simulator?
Yes. It's very cute. It's very adorable. It's got a lot of references. The Sanrio universe, and it's got co-op missions that I wish I could do with someone.
All right, fuck Hello Kitty. Stephanie, what's your opinion on Animal Crossing? Because this is finally my time to talk shit about that game.
I actually really like Animal Crossing. I'm not
All
the
right,
one.
fuck you, never mind. I quit the podcast.
Why you want to talk shit about Animal Crossing?
Dude, I hate that game so much. That game sucks so fucking bad. It's like an anti-video game.
I love that game. I was about to say it was the best time. It was the best time to release that game. I was like,
really
just
was.
damn. Yeah, they knew what they were doing.
It was like the worst time for them to release that game for me. All right, check it out. You know how it uses real time?
hmm
And, like COVID, I worked during a grocery store. So I was working a bunch of overtime because, everybody kept getting sick and dying. And, people couldn't go out to eat. So they started cooking again. So every time I would come home after work and then do all my chores, I couldn't buy or sell anything because the store is closed because I worked late at night. So I literally just couldn't play half the fucking game because of when I worked. And I was like, oh, this game sucks dick.
If only it was on the Switch and you could take it to work and play on your break.
What break?
Did you not have breaks?
I got a 30-minute lunch.
Yeah, that's when I played it.
Yeah, with what internet connection?
I mean, I use my phone's hotspot. I'm not gonna lie.
Plus, we don't have like lockers or anything. Like, I'm not gonna I fucking brought a book to work once and that shit got stolen. I'm not gonna do that shit with my Switch.
That's fair. Well, hear me out. Hello Kitty Island Adventure doesn't have that problem.
Animal Crossing, but good. Is that the review?
That's the review. Yes, Animal Crossing, but good. It's a fun time. I like it. Unless you're a hardcore Animal Crossing fan, that's like, wow, they took away all these things. Then I think you'd enjoy it. Speaking of cute games, Stephanie, what did you play?
All right, so I ended up playing a game called Infinity Nikki. So we just need to explore some of the lore a little bit about Infinity Nikki. So this game has been around so long. It started off as a mobile app, and also too, it started off as like a dress up game. And so basically, like there would be kind of a storyline, but it would also be like you have to have like the cutest outfit, but you would have to make it in whatever prompt they gave you. And now it's an actual game where you still have like the dress up properties, but also too it's like a role playing game. So there are so many side quests, there are so many updates to this game because it was a mobile game before. Like I think right now it's Alice in Wonderland and I need to get on that because I'm just like all of the clothes, everything just perfect. Just amazing and it just has good vibes. And yeah, and also too like you get to see different character stories or whatever. You get to see like romance, you get to see like action and all of this other stuff. So again, it is very girl coded, but it is amazing to still play and it is very addictive. Like I played that game so long and I still have been at least like checking in on different updates and I have spent money on basically just different things that you can buy. And so it's amazing. We'll definitely play again and we'll continue to play as long as they update it. Just beautiful. Amazing.
So
And so you're running it on PS5 though?
I do be.
It's
What'd you
a
say,
fucking
Jake?
gotcha game, but like about fashion.
I think there's an element to gotcha. Like there is like something you can actually pick right, but that's not a part of the game. Like that's for extra stuff. So if you want to buy to
Okay,
get
so
these different gotcha items, you can.
are the dresses just like straight up DLC then? Because that would be way better.
So some of those things are DLC, but also too, as you continue with the story, you're going to be getting different outfits. And then also too, if you do side quests, you get different outfits that way too. So you don't have to spend any money if you don't want to. Just also there are times if you spend money, then you're able to progress sooner. So you don't
So
have
is
to.
it like a 10-2 vibe where like different outfits give you different classes?
Yeah,
Like
I was
Final
about to say
Fantasy
different
10 too.
outfits can like give you different classes, basically, or basically like progress you in different ways. And so also too, if you meet somebody and they're like, "Hey, this is what my style is. This is what your, I guess, like mission is," then you have to match that. But again, that's not like related to the specific story all the time. Like there are times where you have to battle or you have to explore. And also too, I think there are like different outfits that give you powers, but you can also mix and match those too. So like one of them is like you can float, or another one is again like you can like interact with animals and you can get like other materials to make other stuff. There's also a crafting component of the game too. So there's just a lot all in one, but it works. It's amazing. So think of Animal Crossing and then also too if you think of I guess like Final Fantasy and then if you think of like Kingdom Hearts, they're all thrown into one. It's really nice. And also too, unfortunately though, it is again like I said very girl coded, and so you will not be seeing a lot of different fan servicey things, but you can if that's something you want to do, but it still won't be to the same effect as a lot of other games that Robert has on like Sweet Dial.
So what you're saying is it's Jake coded because I hate that shit.
I was like, yeah. What do you mean? Unfortunately, I just talked about a cute ass Hello Kitty game.
What other games do you have on your PlayStation, Robert? Just
I'm not gonna lie, as a man rapidly approaching his 30s, the idea of teenage anime titty is not appealing to me in the slightest.
Says the guy that made me play Only Chambara.
Okay, I was a teenager. That was different.
You were, bitch. That was. What do you mean you were a teenager? That was literally like a couple months ago.
Oh shit, that was. Yeah, but she's like an adult, I think.
I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm guessing you're talking about Stellar Blade, Stephanie.
and others, but
What else do I have?
gotta open up that library. But also too, with the game, I would definitely recommend. And also, there's like this other weird component to it, but it's really fun. You can like travel by bike, and honestly, that sounds lame as fuck. But also, the way that Infinity Nikki does this is it is the coolest fucking experience ever. I'm like, dang, this is really good stuff.
Well, it sounds cool, but you know, no fan service, so I'm gonna have to pass.
Just depends on what outfits you want. Anyway,
Well, we got two cute little simulator games. What do you got, Jake?
I've been playing the shit out of the Oblivion remaster. Despite me thinking I used to be a Blizzard hoe, not Blizzard, Bethesda hoe, who enjoyed their games. I just bounced right the fuck off Oblivion. Like, when I tried playing it, I didn't understand how the leveling up system worked. And then when I learned how the leveling up system worked, I was like, oh, this shit fucking sucks. I'm not playing this game. Either of you play Oblivion, like the original?
No. Well, I didn't know about stuff.
I have, yes.
Do you think Oblivion is fun?
I don't know if that would be the adjective that I would use to describe it, but I think it can be fun.
What are your feelings on the original Oblivion?
I'm gonna be honest, I really liked it. And I don't know, I guess just tell us more about the remastered. I guess did you play the original and have you noticed any of the differences? Because I haven't played the remastered.
I played the original a little bit before I bounced off of it. What I can say about the remaster is it does look a lot better, because the original Oblivion is one of the ugliest fucking things I've ever seen in my life. Like, that game, the Elder Scrolls is known in the lore for like having a lot of like racial tension, but like when you play the game, you get it. Or at least in the original Oblivion, because you're like, wow, who the fuck are these freaks? Get them out of my country.
We're going to build the wall. We have no choice. We have no choice.
I don't want to look at their fucking faces.
Build that wall. Build that wall.
Like the orcs and the fucking wood elves and the dark elves, like kick them all out, bro. Argonians, Khajiit, like get these freaks out of Imperial lands.
So, we're going to build it.
This is gonna sound weird, but speaking of how characters look, so I had saw something on Oblivion, like this was before that like old people actually look like old people now. So that's the thing.
Yeah, it's like there's too many wrinkles though. They look like pruned, and it's not a fucking bad game. Or well, not a bad looking game. I think the remaster, the Unreal 5 coat of paint they put on this game does make it look pretty good, especially compared to the original that I don't know, it was like lime green. Like I think they wanted to make like beautiful green hills and shit. But it just like I remember that game just being so lime green that it feels like I got like flashbanged with like an otter pop or something. It was fucking awful. But yeah, it looks a lot better. But this game is falling apart at the fucking seams. Like the amount of times I've had this shit crash on console and the amount of bugs I've encountered are fucking classic Bethesda, I guess.
I heard that like it's guaranteed to break. The more you play it, like the longer you've spent playing it, it will break.
Yeah, that was like a problem that old Bethesda games had, and old as in like Oblivion, Fallout 3, New Vegas era, and even Skyrim. I feel like we're right back in it, boys. You fucking the more you enjoy this game, the less you're gonna get to play it because it's just gonna fucking snap on you.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I only played a little bit because Jake was like, "Here you go," and I liked it more than Skyrim, to be honest.
I don't know if I like it more than Skyrim because I think I have what do you call it? Shit tinted glasses.
That's what you call it. Yep.
I'm beyond Skyrim. I am beyond Skyrim. I know I enjoyed and played the fuck out of it when it first came out, but now I'm just like over that shit. And I feel like that same thing will probably happen with Oblivion. Because like Bethesda makes what fucking video essay YouTubists that I like refer to as theme park RPGs, where like the RPGs I typically like are the kinds, or like Western RPGs, are the kinds where I get to play as a man and make his story in my head and then go through the world thinking and doing the things that I think this character would do and then make my own narrative in my head that's supported by the game. And Bethesda does not make RPGs that let you do that. Like you could try, but Fallout 3, Fallout 4, Skyrim, like the game kind of feels like it's punishing you for trying to roleplay, and like that feeling is super pronounced in Oblivion. It feels almost like a Rockstar game design where you think, especially coming right off of Baldur's Gate, like that's a game I'm still playing. I'm just not talking about it till I fucking beat it, and I'm like 90% of the way there. It feels like a game where each quest would have multiple different ways of solving it, and it doesn't. Like there's a very clear path to finishing a quest, and sometimes they have a branching way of doing something, but most of the time that's not there, and it's not really interesting to do.
Maybe that was cool back in 2008 or whenever Oblivion came out.
I don't even think it was because like I've played Baldur's Gate 1. There's like shit going on in that game. There's like quest routes and shit. I played KOTOR. KOTOR even has more depth to the fucking quests.
Well,
It feels like everything you do has to be motivated by self-interest. There's no point in trying to like roleplay a man in the Imperial land doing shit.
yeah, Baldur's Gate has ruined RPGs for me.
That fucking sucks because most of them aren't like that.
Well, speaking of games where your decisions matter, Stephanie and I actually played. Shit, what's it called? I always keep forgetting.
Nice, good.
The Casting of Frank Stone.
How's that? I got it downloaded.
It's because we've played a couple of the. Is it Supermassive Games? What's the company that makes them? I don't know. A couple of their.
The Until Dawn studio.
Yeah. A couple Until Dawn likes, but honestly, none of them have compared to Until Dawn. At least in my book. Even the other new one, The Quarry, I don't think was as good. But I think the casting of Frank Stone is like a return to form. It's one of the best ones to come out since Until Dawn. It's another one of those interactive horror movie make decisions games. That's a genre that I frankly really enjoy. And this one's tied to Dead by Daylight, so it's a lot of Dead by Daylight lore, but it's really fun. You jump between different time periods, which is a trope I also really like in horror, and it fully embraces the horror tropes by making it a group of teenagers that are filming a horror movie in the past, and then the present is dealing with some of the repercussions of that. I don't know what you think about it, Stephanie.
Yeah, I thought it was a good game overall. Also, too, it is just wild at how many different scenarios you can get throughout this game, and the scenarios that we got, and how, yeah, just like one thing can just throw it all off. So
Yeah, because I feel like the other ones that your decisions mainly affect like, oh, is someone gonna die here or are they gonna make it to the end? Whereas in this one, like if you because it does that whole past present thing, your decisions really matter because it not only affects like your playthrough of the timeline that's in the past, but it also has consequences for like the future timeline. So like this game really deviates in your decision making, which is it's nice to see. And the lore is insane. Like I remember after we finished it, we're like, oh yeah, let's just see what we missed out on. And it was like we literally missed so many things just by like I think one was just you didn't flip over a newspaper. And there's just a lot of decisions like if you just don't make this decision, you will miss out on like a huge lore drop. And it definitely has replayability. Like you can run it back. And also once you finish your first playthrough, there's the cutting floor is what they call it, and you can just jump to wherever you want to go to and then play it out making different decisions so you don't have to like, oh, I got to do this whole chapter again now just to see what would have happened. You can just jump in and be like, okay, well, what if I did this? And then Stephanie almost fucking died.
yeah, we almost had no people make it to the end, but I did it. It's okay.
Nice. Ever tell y'all about my fucking Until Dawn escapade?
What was your Until Dawn escapade?
Actually, no. Tell the story first. Then I'll tell you about my Until Dawn escapade.
Oh no, I was just gonna say because I think I killed off every single one of the people I was playing it.
Except
Not
for
on
one.
purpose.
Oh, but then they died. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, no, there was the one, but then yeah, and then after that, it like switched to Stephanie's character, and she missed like 3 out of 4 of the little quick time events, and I was just like, Jesus Christ.
Whoa. Okay. I missed 2 of the things because of the generator, and then I guess if you miss 2, then you die with
Oh,
the
that's
first
right.
person. Yeah. I was like, I didn't miss that many. Chill out. I actually made it with
You
the
did
last
make it. You
character.
did make
So
it. Yeah. But it was a fun time. It was definitely tense. Whereas I felt like in a lot of the other ones, it's just, oh, you went left or you went right, and that determines whether you live or die. And this one, like, you did have a lot of quick time events, a la Dead by Daylight, with the like when you start the generators and you have to hit it right. It was a lot of those quick time events, so it felt more like a game.
right, not just with generators, with like everything. I'm the only one that had a generator. So
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, instead of just like hit X or hit whatever, it was the generator little hit the button at the right time. Oh, and the camera too. I forgot about the camera because you also had to capture a demon with the camera, and you had to do that.
and all of my people made it through that one.
I'm not good at making right decisions. But what was your Until Dawn escapade?
I got like to the very end of that game. Like, the escape sequence in the house. where
Yeah.
all the characters that have made it so far, you need to like do all those QTEs to get them out one by one.
Mm-hmm.
And the PlayStation has like PlayStation 4 had movement.
Oh yeah, where you have to not move the controller at all.
Yeah, so I was tense as fuck, and I was like trying to get it all done basically. So I was like, okay, one character's out, done. Second character's out, done. Third character's out, nice. Fourth character's out, nice. And I was like, okay, I can do this. I can get the best ending possible. This is gonna be great. This is gonna work out fine. And then my dog just wanted attention. So as I'm like doing the part where you need to like stealth without moving the controller whatsoever, she liked to like put her nose in my hands so I'd pet her. So she did that, and then I dropped my controller, and then the last character fucking died. And I was like,
Hate to see it.
and I consider those games pretty good couple games. Like they're okay by yourself, but I feel like you probably got to grab a friend or a significant other and run them to get like maximum joy. Just because they feel like almost like a social movie.
Yeah. And you know what I just realized, Stephanie?
What?
That fucking necklace never came to play, did it?
I don't know. Maybe it did though, because like homie died. So I don't know if maybe he did have it on. Then maybe it would have been different, or maybe he would have got out. I have no idea.
That's true. Yeah, no, it was fun though. I really enjoyed it, and yeah, it's probably better to play it with someone because if not, you're just kind of playing all the characters, and that's no fun. You want someone like me to fucking kill their character.
Yeah, you need somebody there to fuck up so you can argue with them and yell at them, get the full experience.
But yeah, definitely recommend. If you like Until Dawn, this is one of the best ones out so far. That might be it for us on games, Jake. So, because you don't have another one, do you, Stephanie?
No.
Then, Jake, what else did you play?
I'll burn through these real quick. So I mentioned during the Tekken talk that I was trying to get into a fighting game. So when Tekken shit itself, I decided to go get back into Street Fighter 6, climb that ranked ladder, and I fucked myself because I was anxious and nervous about starting ranked for some reason, and I was like, okay, that's fine. I'll just get hammered and do my placement matches. So I did, and then ended up. Actually, let's play a game. Stephanie, guess what the ranking system is in Street Fighter if you don't know Street Fighter 6.
I have no idea.
So like how many ranks there are.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe like 10, maybe?
10 ranks.
Final answer.
Okay, so it uses like a bronze, silver, gold, platinum type ranking system. So in my head, I was like, okay, what's the worst? I land in fucking bronze, that's fine. And then I'm playing my placement matches, get my shit absolutely rocked because I'm too hammered. And then I get placed in, well, let's play a different game. Guess where I got placed, Stephanie?
I will bring in Robert for this. I would like to phone a friend.
He knows though.
Garbage can tier.
Didn't make silver. Didn't make bronze. Didn't make iron, which wasn't even a thing I knew about. I made rookie.
Oh,
I wasn't even placed in the metallics. That's how shit I did.
well, I mean, that's what you get for getting hammered and then playing ranked.
Well, I just need to rip that band-aid off. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I'll grind myself up. And then in my Street Fighter escapade, I learned that playing ranked fighting games gives me vicious, debilitating anxiety that I have never felt at any other point in time in my life.
That's crazy.
So every fucking session I played felt like a fucking exam. It was exhausting. And then I eventually managed to grind my way out of rookie, fucking claw, tooth and nail my way out of iron. And then I hit bronze, and I was like, okay, I'm done playing fighting games. And then SNK released City of the Wolves, Fatal Fury. And then I picked up fighting games for a little bit. Still haven't played this shit ranked. I think I'm just not built for it. I'm built substandard. I can't do it. But City of the Wolves fucking rules. This game looks like shit, in my humble personal opinion.
I think it looks good.
I think it looks fine. But when I saw Mortal Kombat 1 and Tekken and Street Fighter 6 for the first time, that shit blew my mind. Like, I was actively like, oh, fuck, I didn't even think, like, we could get any better with the way fighting games look. I thought, like, Guilty Gear kind of peaked.
This is the fighting game that has Ronaldo in it. Stephanie.
Yep, this is the fighting game with a guy who more than likely raped a woman in it. But anyway, this game's fun. There's not... The arcade's okay, and then they have their own little single-player mode that's kind of dookie, but, I mean, it's there if you want to play it. But the versus mode is super fucking fun. Like, mechanically, this game is dense, but not so deep that I just don't want to fucking play it. You have just a lot of options on offense and defense. So it's a 5-button fighter. And like Mortal Kombat or Tekken, you have like your light punch, heavy punch, light kick, heavy kick buttons. But like Guilty Gear, you get a different move depending on the range you are. So if you're up against your opponent's face, you'll do a different punch than you would if you're like a jump distance away. So that's interesting and tactile and makes playing footsies with other people super interesting. There is the rev button, which is the 5th button. And if you just hold it, you do like a advanced block. Like people can't cross you up. And you'll automatically just block high or low at the cost of some meter. And that's fine. But if you press the rev button and other buttons at the same time, you do a lot of goofy shit. So, like, I think it's by default rev and heavy punch do what's called a... Fuck, is it an SBG attack? You basically get an armored move, which is really good on all characters. You can do it to... There's a different input for, like, this move will always beat people that are throwing high punches or jumping in. Like, it's just a guaranteed anti-air, and every character has it. That's really good. And then if you press the same button but are holding a different direction, you'll get the same thing, but it'll always beat sweeps. There's a button for feinting, which is okay in footsies and neutral and shit, but why feinting is really fucking good is because it, like, resets. Like, it lets you cancel any move you just did into a feint. So... moves that normally don't combo, like light punch, heavy punch, if you light punch, feint, heavy punch, they will combo. And that lets you do a lot of goofy shit. And they have a system called Rev, and it starts at 0, and when you hit 100%, you overheat. Which, it's not as bad as overheating in Street Fighter, but it's pretty fucking rough, because you lose your best moves when you don't have any meter. But if you EX a move, that little bar goes up. But the way EX moves work is you can do any EX move into any other EX moves. So building combos in this game just feels super fucking natural. Where you're just like, okay, I'll hit him with a light, and then I'll fucking feint it into a heavy, and then I'll hit him with an EX fireball, and then that's going to juggle them. Then I'll hit him with an EX Shoryuken, and then maybe I'll hit him with another EX fireball or like dive tackle or something just to end the combo. And like it feels and sounds harder than it is, but I feel like just making combos on the fly and like just spending like 10 minutes in training mode, you can figure out some really goofy shit, and it's feels real good. My main beef is fuck me, do my hands not like having to press that 5th button?
I mean, it's no Tekken 8, but neither is Tekken 8, so
Shut the fuck up. I don't think this game's going to go very far, though. It looks like the sales absolutely shit the bed compared to the budget. So we might get like a season 1, and then maybe they'll just like cut their losses. Hella fun game, though, and it's super interesting to watch, too. So I really hope whatever community this game has tries to keep it alive.
it made me like Street Fighter 6, so
Yeah, it taught Robert how to do footsies and play neutral, which blows my fucking mind that he couldn't figure that out in Street Fighter.
Street
Nice.
Fighter just never was my game
Until now, I guess.
because of fucking tech. But yeah, it's fun.
But yeah, if you're looking for a Street Fighter-like game, there really isn't any other things on the market other than Fatal Fury City of the Wolves.
Street Fighter 6.
Well, I'm saying is if like you're tired of playing Street Fighter 6 and you want to go play something else that's not old. City of the Wolves is basically it. That's all you have right now. A heavily footsies dominated game. Good game though. I like it. Like it a lot.
I mean, I'd just rather play Street Fighter 6 now, to be honest.
Are you fucking for real?
I mean,
It blows my mind because like the combo system in this game is a little bit looser. So you can get those like hyper fighting combos like you do in like Guilty Gear and fucking Dragon Ball Fighters. But Rob's like, no. Actually, footsies are my best friend now. Fuck combos.
eh.
If we're gonna play a game about footsies, no combo. No combo for me. I don't like it.
And speaking of combos, you also played another game.
Yeah, we'll get to this later. But I watched the Devil May Cry show. That got me in a mood. I was like, I never finished Devil May Cry 3. So why don't I go back and do that? It's not a long game. It's like 6 hours. And this game holds up so fucking well. Like, it's fucking mind-blowing that you can just go back and play that shit now, and it feels good. Like, I think I understand the character action genre now because it's something I didn't really ever understand until this game, where the point of this game sure is to like beat the levels and do shit, but you want to do them while looking cool. And I had a great time with Devil May Cry 5, but I never feel like I got super into the like meat of that game. Like I just kind of beat the campaign and I was like, okay, moving on to other shit. But DMC 3 is a certified hood classic. Like this shit, I don't think there's a point where this game will age poorly. Like every single bit of this game is just fun to play. Like it is super exciting to get a new weapon and open up new interesting combo opportunities for yourself. And now I know why Dante is a beloved fucking video game character. Because the man just fucking oozes aura. Like everything Dante, every single character that's in this game and sticks around is cool. You have to be cool. It's a minimum requirement. And if you're not cool, you don't get to be in the video game for very long. You just get fucking booted. You get ejected. You have to have drip, and you have to be cool. And Dante, Virgil, and Lady in this game fucking ooze drip and aura and cool. Like, they don't say a lot, but they're still, like, endearing and have their own distinct personalities, which is cool. I think it's very interesting that they managed to just make character designs that give you so much about these characters' personalities and give you a idea of who they are with very little dialogue, just in their animations and in their design. Lets you piece together who these people are. And then when they do say something, it's fucking godlike. It's fire.
I mean, I've never played Devil May Cry 3. I've only played the shitty one, and I liked it. But I'll probably pick it up after I was made to watch the show and a lot of Dante video game cutscenes.
And I think the game's at its best when it just throws you in a big room with a bunch of fun enemies to fight. And the style system is cool. I've heard the Switch version lets you switch between styles on the fly, so maybe that's the version to play. I played the like PS4 re-release version. But the styles are also super fun. So you have 4 different styles that you can swap between with Dante, and they change up the way you play. So there's one that just gives you a better dodge, because the way you dodge is you have to hold right bumper and then flick the stick to the left or right, and then press X. Or if you're using the trickster style, it's just a direction and a button, and then Dante will just dodge that way. And then when you eventually level it up, you get like air dodges and shit. And then you have Swordmaster, which just gives all of your weapons an extra move that unleashes even more combo potential and combo opportunities. You have Gunslinger, which does the same thing for guns. You basically get an extra move with your gun, which can help you extend combos, or in some cases just like help you deal with large groups of enemies if you're getting overwhelmed. But my favorite, Royal Guard, gives you a block button. But it's not a shitty block button. It's a block button where you take like half the damage you would have taken if you block. And not everything in the game can be blocked. So if you block something, you just die. But if you block at the exact moment you get hit, it becomes a parry. And it gives you a retaliation move that does insane fucking damage. So there's no better feeling than when you're fucking duking it out with Virgil and then he's going in for a stinger and then you manage to perfect parry that shit and then retaliate to stagger him and then you just fucking air combo his ass for like a solid 30 seconds. It feels amazing. And then just fighting these gigantic fucking enemies that are like 10 times Dante's size and then just perfect parrying all their shit. And then you get style points for each perfect parry you get. It feels amazing. It's good.
Sounds like a game I'm gonna suck at.
I mean, you can just use Trickster or Swordmaster. Like, those are also very good. Like, you can't hit people while in the air with most weapons unless you're using Swordmaster. When you're in the air and then you do a default attack, you usually spike them into the ground. So if you want to maximize your air combo potential, you probably want to use Swordmaster. So, like, this game is so good, I genuinely think it's worth replaying, so I might just go pick up that Switch version so that I could swap between the styles on the fly, like they do in DMC5. The way it originally works in DMC3 is you have to go to like the upgrade vendor area place, and then that's where you can swap out your styles. So being able to parry and then knock a dude in the air and then air combo the shit out of them and then fucking bring him back down and then fucking shoot the fuck out of him with Gunslinger, doing all that shit, it just like exponentially increases the combo potential. I get it. I understand why people like this game. I understand why people like these kinds of games. But yeah, that's all I played.
All right. I mean, I'll probably, like I said, I'll probably pick it up eventually.
It's good. Still holds up, bro.
Jumping into movies. I know Stephanie's also seen this. Jake, what do you know about Heretic?
Absolutely nothing. I don't even know what the fuck this is.
Okay, cool. Are they Mormon, Stephanie?
Yeah.
Okay. So the basic premise of this movie is there are these two Mormon girls that go up and they're doing their little spiel about like, oh, you should convert to this. And they go up to this dude's house and he answers and they're like, hey yo, is your wife home or something? Like we kind of can't go into your house if it's just you here. And he's like, oh yeah, she's baking a blueberry pie. Come on in. And so they go in, and then over the course of the movie, it's I guess it's a thriller where you're not sure if this dude is being as honest as he seems to be. Like there's something up, there's something shady. And there's just this like feeling of dread of, oh, what's actually going on. What I love about this movie though is that it's a lot of talking about religion and like what it really is and what it means. It's like a debate almost. The first half of the movie on what is religion and what do you think religion is, and then it becomes a horror movie. Would you say that's accurate, Stephanie?
Yeah.
Because I'm like trying to not like spoil most of the movie, but it is if you like people like discussing things that I guess are hard to discuss, there's good points on both sides.
Theology is gay and cringe, so no.
Well, it is a movie that keeps you guessing because it's like, okay, at some point it becomes is something supernatural occurring right now, or is this just crazy person? And I really enjoy when movies do that, when they introduce a concept or an idea and then it's like, okay, you don't know if it's something supernatural or if it's just like really good illusions alluding to it. Like when it can be explained by both sides. Like someone can be like, well, obviously this was supernatural, but the other side can be like, well, no, there's a rational explanation for this. And that's like this movie in a nutshell. Do you believe your faith or do you believe what you see in front of you? I really liked it.
I know, it sounds like a movie I'd have to watch and then see if it annoys the fuck out of me or not. Because the way that goes is I enjoy movies that like let you think it could go either way. But if they just like, if they don't give you a resolution at the end of it, then I'm annoyed.
There is a resolution. There is a definitive answer at the end of this.
Like, Hereditary is a very good example of, hey man, what's going on with this fucking family? What the fuck is up? And then eventually shit starts popping off, and you're like, let's go.
I feel like, yeah, there's also a definitive answer in Hereditary. I don't know, Stephanie, you have anything else to add on Heretic?
Nope.
Alrighty. What did you watch then, Stephanie?
I think we both watched this, but Long Legs.
I have seen Long Legs. Jake, have you seen it yet?
Nope, heard good. Don't watch movies by myself though.
Well, I guess not to spoil anything. There is also just a lot kind of going on in this. I guess I won't mention what exactly happens because in the end, I don't know. Robert said he didn't like it, but kind of contradicts what he just said right now. So, yeah, I just really liked it. I also liked the way it ended. I also like Nicolas Cage in it, and he looks nothing like himself. And there's just a lot of different elements. I just think it's a really good movie. I will watch it again, most definitely.
Well, it's like a slasher movie, right?
Huh?
So it's a slasher movie, right?
I mean, there's gore in
I thought it
it.
was a slasher movie.
I think the difference between the two is that one of them isn't a crime thriller. Because I feel like Long Legs definitely, I don't think that's a spoiler. Like, that's very blatant in the trailers. Like, it's an FBI agent on a case.
But it's not like the genre of that movie isn't like true crime.
No, it's not. These are both horror movies that don't immediately start as horror movies, I guess, would be the way to describe that. I don't know. They're both really good.
I don't know. I would say that Long Legs is kind of more of like most definitely like a thriller. And there is horror elements because I mean,
Yeah.
like she's talking about like her life. And I guess also too the way that Heretic starts off, it's like about a very unserious topic, but also a very debated topic in faith and has nothing to deal with horror at all.
Yeah. It does feature Nicolas Cage like you've never seen him before.
I don't know, did you watch Mandy?
I have not watched Mandy, but I would be very surprised if his characters are similar.
Like I said, definitely we'll watch again. It will be a Halloween movie. Anyway, who wants to go next?
It is Jake's turn.
Yeah, so I watched Speed Racer. That's like a pretty okay movie.
It's high praise coming from Jake.
I think Speed Racer is like visually super fucking interesting. Like it is fun to just watch, which I like movies that are just fun to look at, that are like interesting and stimulating to just have your eyes on. So like a good example of movies that are definitely not that is most Marvel movies. Like there's like plot and dialogue and shit going on in a lot of Marvel movies, but there's not like anything super interesting to look at while that shit's going on. But Speed Racer, there's like, it's super fucking kinetic. Like there's a lot of contrasting colors all over the fucking place. Like a fucking paint orgy just happening on screen. And then the way cars behave in this film is absolutely fucking stupid, but fun. Like they're bouncing and jumping and parkouring across the racetrack in ways that don't make any fucking sense, but it's super fun to watch. And Robert brought this up while we were watching the movie, but he's like, yeah, you know what? I don't know why I like this movie, but fucking hated Redline the first time I saw it. And I was like, yeah, me neither, because they're both very fun movies about race cars doing shit that race cars don't do.
Yeah. Yeah.
With fairly predictable but hokey plots that serve just the interesting shit that's going on screen.
I mean, I really like it. It's also got a stacked cast. It's pretty good. Like
the cast in this movie is fire, even though I don't think it really needed to be. Like John Goodman is good in this movie, but the performances don't stand out in my mind. Like they are not the most interesting parts of this movie to me. They're good, but I'm here for the fucking stimulus overload. Just inject that shit into my veins.
It's a really fun time. I could watch this movie any day of the week.
No, this is like a entertainment fucking banger. Like this is a kind of one of those movies you can just watch when you're in the mood to be in a good mood. And it's like good for the whole family too. It's pretty fucking funny. Heard it shit the bed in the box office too, though. So
Yeah, no, this movie did really bad commercially.
people don't
That's
appreciate art, I guess. Yeah, it was a good time. You ever watch anything else?
Well, on the other end of the spectrum, Jake and I watched The Substance,
Oh, I forgot I did this.
and this movie is amazing.
This movie fucking rules. This is one of the best comedies I saw this year.
I wouldn't consider it a comedy.
I absolutely consider it a comedy. I was laughing my ass off the entire time.
It is a very gross movie. There's so many sequences that are just gross, and they're emphasized, like close-ups on people like eating very like gross, messy foods. It's also there's a lot of nudity and a lot of like gore.
Yeah, it like does a really good job of making you, the viewer. Speaking of movies that are just fucking popping with color, like the way this movie is shot, fucking rules. Like the way colors are used, just to like titillate the eyes, I think is amazing. But also, the movie does a super good job of making you, the viewer, think food is fucking disgusting. Food is gross. Food is awful.
If you don't know the basic premise, Stephanie, or like any of the listeners, it's there's a drug, the substance, that rich, famous people can take in order to become a younger version of themselves. But the way it works is it's a week, right? I think.
Yeah, you basically, I'm not going to go into details about it, but you basically fucking get a copy of yourself that's younger, and then you like got to swap between the two.
And I think this movie is a very powerful way of speaking on a lot of topics like addiction and all the things that women have to go through in order to make it. And I think she's not even like a movie star, right? She's like a
She's like a fuck. What's that guy? I don't remember his fucking name.
TV show type deal.
She's like a workout star, like Tybo type shit, or that guy with the fro that I can't remember his name.
But yeah, but the movie's very clearly like talking about just in general.
Was it Richard Simmons? It was Richard Simmons.
But very good movie. Very good movie. I recommend you watch that, not with your family.
Yeah, like it does a pretty good job of fucking relaying its themes in a way that is very easily understood, but not in a way that's absolutely fucking annoying. Because you can relay whatever themes you want to me, but if the way you're doing it is not interesting, I don't care what you have to say at all. But thankfully, this movie doesn't have that problem. Because this movie is so much fucking fun to watch. I feel like the comedy has to be intentional due to the absurd shit that is constantly happening, that like you're one of two people. When something unexpected and awful and absurd happens, you're either going to gasp or go ew or like or you're going to be like me and then you start laughing because it's really fucking funny. Like the amount of hyper violence and obscene gore was really funny to me in this movie.
It's definitely a must watch.
I don't know if I'd say that.
I
do not think my parents would like this movie at all.
Well, I'm talking about like us here. My parents don't listen to this podcast.
I'm saying like you gotta vibe check the person. If they enjoyed American Psycho, then like yeah, this is the type of movie that would be for them.
This is not a first date movie.
Unless.
But yeah, we watched The Substance. Jake, you got another movie?
Yeah, I saw the Minecraft movie in theaters because I'm a fucking crazy person. So y'all are active on the internet and social medias. So what's your view of the Minecraft movie from like the TikTok, YouTube, social media perspective?
First we mine, then we craft. Let's Minecraft!
What do you think that experience was like for me?
I'm assuming wild because they had to close viewings. People had actual live chickens. A lot of screaming, throwing popcorn and sodas around.
Yeah, Stephanie, did you see any of that shit?
I did a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, so me not having a TikTok or fucking being on social media, I didn't understand what the fuck I signed up for when I was like, yeah, sure, I'll go see a fucking Minecraft movie on a Saturday night with my sister. It'll be fun. It'll be a good time. Might be a bunch of kids there, but whatever. And then I show up and the theater is absolutely fucking packed. And I was like, uh-oh. And then it's a bunch of fucking teenagers that are like on their fucking phones and like recording TikToks and won't shut the fuck up before the movie starts. And I was like, this is not a good sign. And then the title card drops and then they start fucking screaming and losing their fucking mind. And I was like, I was literally about to like reach over and then punch the fucking teenager to my left. Because he just screamed directly into my ear as soon as the fucking Minecraft logo dropped. And I was like, this is a fucking film. What is going on here? And then, like, they're quoting the movie as it happens. And I was like, what the fuck is happening? And I didn't know because I'm just not on fucking social media. I didn't know this was a fucking thing. I didn't know it was like a event or experience. But, like, people are, like, fucking shouting in the theater and screaming and quoting all the fucking memes that I haven't seen. So I have no fucking idea what the characters are saying as they're fucking screaming them out. But aside from that fucking nightmare hell experience viewing, I think this movie's actually pretty good. Sorry.
I mean, I never played Minecraft really. It was never really my thing. And so I'm kind of over that genre of film.
I mean, it also hit me a lot because this movie takes place in Idaho. And then being on the Washington border and going to Idaho a whole bunch, I was just like, yeah, this is some Idaho shit that's happening right now. Because like the beginning of the movie just takes place in Idaho. It takes place in a fucking nothing town in Idaho, and it almost has like an 80s vibe to it, even though I think it takes place in modern day. It's just that there's so many people living in the fucking past that it like gives this like 80s coming of age vibe over the fucking beginning of that film. And there's just I wish I would have known teenagers would have just fucking tried to ruin this movie for me, because there's actually so many fucking funny jokes. Like, sure, there's the aha, here's your jokes for children jokes, but also there's like jokes that me and my sister are like dying. Like, I am literally about to die in my chair because I'm choking on my soda. It just went all into my lung because I wasn't expecting to laugh as hard as I was at this fucking joke. And then every single teenager in the fucking theater is just straight faced. They don't get the joke. And like that shit happens multiple times in the movie. And I was like, okay, so they did write a movie for all ages. And then the performances from everybody are fine. Like they're okay. But like Jack Black, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like he's like not even a character. He's like a fucking personality. He almost feels like a cartoon character in this fucking pretty grounded world. Like the kids that enter the Minecraft world, when they eventually get there, do have like a genuine fear of fucking death and dying and shit. And then they're understanding that the situation that they're in is actually fucked and kind of horrifying. But Jack Black's just like a fucking absurd cartoon character of a human being the entire time. Like he doesn't speak normally. He doesn't talk normally. He like has all these weird inflections on his fucking voice. So like anytime Jack Black is being over the top in like any of his old films, like School of Rock, he's just like that, but the entire fucking time. But it's like, it's weird to me that he's like this, because in the movie, he's like worked an office job as most of his life. Like it's implied that he hasn't been in the Minecraft world for actually that long. So I don't know why he would just be like the insane cartoon man that he is. But also like Jason Momoa is also like a cartoon man, like just a fucking caricature, but he's grounded enough in somebody who's sad and obsessed with the 80s and just can't get over the glory days that it works. And he's really fucking funny. And then like there's weird, I think this movie career baited me. There's like weird romantic sexual tension between Jason Momoa and Jack Black the entire time in this movie. And I was like looking at my sister, and she's looking at me, and she's like, are you getting that vibe? And I was like, I think I'm getting that vibe. And then like we're like, no, maybe they're just both being goofy or whatever. And then there's a scene where they're both just fucking hands on each other asses, 69ing, heads between their legs. And I was like, okay, I think it doesn't even feel like subtext. It just feels gay. This movie feels super fucking gay with these two characters, which is great. I'm like, yeah, cool. I hope they're happy together.
You know, 69ing in a kids movie, kind of wild.
No, it's fucking insane. Like the amount, because it like escalates until it just goes right off the fucking rails. And I was like, no, fuck it. In my head, they're a gay couple now. Don't care. But Yeah, no, it was good. Don't see it in a movie theater. In fact, if you're an adult, don't see this movie with children. Fuck them. You like throw them outside while you watch this movie by yourself or with your significant other. If you have kids, go like, I don't know, tell them to go play in traffic or something while you watch this movie. Not traffic, the park. That's what I meant. I don't know why I autocorrected to traffic.
No, it's fine. Keep it in. No editing. Well, I guess that's the Minecraft movie.
Yeah, I'm shocked how much I like that movie.
I am also shocked.
And I liked it despite me having a shit experience. So that tells me if I would have just like watched it at home with a couple friends and a beer, like I would have had an outstanding time. Like I'm excited to hold y'all hostage at some point and make you watch this fucking movie with me. Don't worry, bro. You're gonna come down and then you're gonna be like, I was like, hey man, can you like, let's go like go to a show or something, or like, yeah man, let's play some Dungeons and Dragons, and then I'm just gonna slash your fucking tires so you can't leave, and then we're gonna watch some Minecraft movie. It's gonna be great.
You know, I could just watch the movie. You don't have to slash my tires.
And I'm gonna fucking sugar your gas tank. It's gonna be good. We're gonna have a good time.
The movie's so good, you gotta keep people hostage.
I'm a fucking potato your muffler. It's gonna be good.
I think that's it for movies, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
I was like, you don't have another one, do you, Stephanie?
No.
All right, we'll move on to shows. I'll talk about both of these in kind of the same, because they're pretty much the same thing, but different. I watched Creature Commandos and the new Spider-Man animated show. They're both really solid comic book shows. Creature Commandos is basically Suicide Squad, but animated and really fun. And also going to be canon with all the other movies, so definitely got to watch that if you want to watch the new Superman or Peacemaker and all that. The Spider-Man animated show is kind of its own thing. It's a different universe, but it fits right in with Spider-Man lore. Like it was, I hate to say it, but I think it was better than No Way Home, this animated season. Like I really
I
enjoyed
don't
it.
think No Way Home's that good. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like that's not a high bar.
Well, yeah, but like I
I think it's a
expected
good
this
piece
to
of fan
be,
service.
I expected this to be some low effort thing, but no, the Spider-Man animated show is right up there with all the other ones. Like it's just solid.
I can stand up tall with Into the Spider-Verse.
I mean, it's good complementary material to Into the Spider-Verse, but obviously it's not like that good. Like it's good, but like comparing it to Into the Spider-Verse is crazy.
So it's good, but not that good.
It's very good. I wouldn't say, like, if I had to choose one to stay, one to go, it's Into the Spider-Verse to stay.
I mean, there's a lot of Spider-Man shows that people like, so it's weird to me that you haven't like consumed any of those for a point of comparison. Like you got the MTV one for adults that was like 10 episodes. You got the Drake Bell one that people like. Was that the Amazing Spider-Man? Whatever. You got the one that came out before the Drake Bell one.
There's a lot, and I kind of do want to go back and watch some of them, but this is all I got, and so this one's really fucking solid. I've seen people who have watched all the Spider-Man shows put this show on their list, and this makes the top 3. If you like Spider-Man, watch it. Actually, yeah, just watch this shit because you guys like Into the Spider-Verse, so you'll like this. And then, like I said, Creature Commandos, Suicide Squad, but animated, and all the liberties that animation gives you, pretty solid.
Well, James Gunn hasn't missed on a single piece of comic book shit yet, so I guess we'll see.
But yeah, Stephanie, what you watch for shows?
So this is one that I've talked about, but finally it finished. So I ended up watching Blue Box. It's an anime, and it's just amazing. I love it overall. And also, too, just in case, just a refresher, this is about the 2 high school students. One is on the badminton team, and another one is on the basketball team. And it actually takes the point of view from the dude's perspective and everything that he goes through with badminton. There are also other characters that are in it, but it mainly takes both of their views. And it's just really nice. It's like, oh, most definitely a romance, but then also too, there are other elements that make it a sports anime. And that's really cool. And I like a lot of the characters, and also too how upfront the characters can be with their own emotions and how to handle things when things come up with friends. or also to like significant others, everything else. I think it's just really cool and not like too toxic like some animes can be.
So there's none of that. Oh, I like him, but I can't tell him. But blah blah blah.
I think it's kind of more of being sure of what your feelings are before you're like, oh, I think I like this person. And like, of course, right, in some animes, it's like, oh, I like this person because they're cute, but they're in a completely different class and we never even talk to each other, or we don't have anything in common. Or also to like, we just see each other. Like with this one, it is a little bit more substantial, and also to not just going off of your gut feeling right away. It's actually understanding what's going on. So I think that's really cute.
Okay, okay.
All right, who's next?
Jake.
What up? So, something made me play Devil May Cry 3. An event happened in my life that changed me for the worse. You know, it's one of those things that just like happens to you, and then it's a part of you for the rest of your days, and there's no healing, there's no getting better from it. You just kind of have to learn how to accept and live with it. And that thing for me was the Devil May Cry TV show that I just couldn't handle these feelings by myself. So I had to make Robert watch it so I could feel validated, so I could have somebody to empathize with. And then Robert watched that shit and was like, yeah, this is gas. And then I was like, okay, I guess I'm just alone here on this island of thought and misery.
I mean, Stephanie, you watched it too. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't completely like it, but also too there are things that I do like about it. Every single Devil May Cry anime doesn't do the stylish points when they totally can, and I feel like in this specific one, they totally could have done it to like pay, I guess, just some credit to the video game, and they don't. And so it's not my favorite thing. But then also too, I have to remember that they're just taking these characters and it's not an active retelling of any of the games. So I have to take that. Because if we really just think about Devil May Cry, it really is just Inuyasha.
But
those are my feelings. Anyway.
It is a retelling, though. It's a retelling of Devil May Cry 3. After watching the show, I went and played Devil May Cry 3 and then compared them, and I was like, oh, all these plot points, most of them are stolen from Devil May Cry 3. Like the shit with the necklace, the fucking shit with opening the fucking door to the demon realm or whatever, the shit about fucking trying to get the power of Sparta or whatever. It's all ripped out of Devil May Cry 3.
But it's also based more on their dad, and they go into that too. With this, there's a lot of different things that they made into also an anime, which I get, you have to. Even the other like anime that they have of Devil May Cry, it's not exactly the same, but they bring in those same elements, but it's not like The Last of Us, I guess. Elements from it, most definitely. But
I feel like their dad's a big part of Devil May Cry 3, the game. Like, he's a pretty fat fucking plot point and pretty important and brought up regularly.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. I don't know. I've conflicted on it because, like, there is some shit that I like, and then there's some shit I absolutely hate. And then after mulling it over the past month, I think my conclusion is this is an okay show, but a dog shit adaptation.
I mean, I thought the characters were cool. Dante is like the least cool in the show.
That's the problem. As I just said, every character in Devil May Cry 3 is cool. It's a minimum requirement to be allowed to exist for long periods of time in a Devil May Cry game. And the fact that Dante's a fucking dork. Like, I don't even hate his adaptation that much in this game. But Dante in Devil May Cry 3 is not quippy. There's so many opportunities for him to just like say a fucking one-liner after he does something. And then he lets the moment slide. Because that's cooler. It's cooler to just know that you're him, that you're that guy, than to say some fucking shitty one-liner that's going to age like dog shit in like a week.
I mean, but Lady and the White Rabbit were dope.
No, they were not. Fuck you. What did they do to my girl?
I like Lady.
I do not like Lady at all. Like in Devil May Cry 3, Lady is like she still has a chip on her shoulder and she still hates demons, but she's not like the fucking boot licking, authority loving, just following orders, having ass monster that she is in the fucking show.
I don't know, bro. I saw her kill a demon with a car. Pretty fucking rad. And then she's like, I'm all out. Or what the fuck does the white rabbit say? Something looks like you're out of car. I was like, this shit's fire.
God, I hate it. I don't know, it feels like the guy who made it, Ari Shafir, not Shafir, what the fuck's this guy's name? Ari Shankar?
I don't know.
Whatever, the fuck made this shit. It feels like that guy really wanted to tell a story about Bush era politics, but he had to fucking adapt to Devil May Cry 3, so I was like, alright, fine. Because there's like moments where this show is like really good. Like it's like the 6th episode where it just does its own thing. That entire thing is gas. That episode is fucking fire. I don't know why you had to duct tape this shit to Devil May Cry 3. I don't know why you couldn't have just made your own fucking show.
I don't know. I'm just gonna say it again. It's still not like a whole direct parallel to that game. Just throwing that out there. A lot of things are used from it. Same thing with the first anime series. Throw that out there.
I don't know, because like Devil May Cry 3 is like, it's ultimately just a fucking story about family and family dynamics and expectations. And then there's a little bit of that in the show, but they're like, actually, what if like war on terror are bad? And I'm fucking over it.
Well, as someone who hasn't played the games, I enjoyed the series. Good music, good.
Oh my god, it was not. Bro, there's like points in time in my life where I feel like I belong in a fucking mental institution. I feel like I am alone in this earth. I am the only actual human being here. And then everybody else,
last resort.
Everybody else has been taken over by the fucking alien hive mind that showed up 2,000 years ago. And I'm the only sane man left. What the fuck is going on? The music in this show can eat my ass. It is not good.
It's actually kind of fire.
I'm about to fucking start scratching on the walls, bro.
I'm gonna get the vinyl.
If you need me, I'll be in my fucking padded room.
I don't know. Like I said, I enjoyed it. I think they made Virgil look like a bitch till the very end. But
you can't do it. You can't make Virgil not be cool. Why did you make him not cool?
I mean, at the very end, he looks kind of cool.
And Devil May Cry 5 has so much good music, and that they use remixes of it, so that means they had the license for it or could like do some interesting shit with it. Why didn't you just use more of the music from Devil May Cry 5? That is like one of the best video game soundtracks I've ever heard in my life.
I have a Papa Roach though. The Green
And then
Day,
they took the shittiest era of music. You know, I thought I just didn't like music as a medium. I just didn't like it. Like the same way that people just don't fuck with video games or they don't like watching movies. I just felt that way about music. I was like, yeah, this shit sucks. And it's literally that era of music's fault. It's literally the fault of Limp Bizkit and Papa Roach.
You just don't get it, bro.
I don't. I'm losing my fucking mind.
But yeah, you know, Devil May Cry, good show.
Stephanie, what do you think of the music? If you say it's pretty good, I'm a fucking sugar both your gas tanks.
I was about to say, I think it's because you're a little bit young.
Holy shit.
But I thought it was actually really good. I also really like that they brought one song specifically back. I was like, yeah. And also, too, I feel like that really matches the whole persona of things. So I was like, this is nice. But do I feel like they kind of used a lot of songs at a lot of different points? Yeah. I feel like they could have just threw in some. But at the same point, I will say this. Again, in a lot of the video games, they use the same exact music when you get into a fight scene. I wish they would also use that in one fight scene. Just one, and it would have been so different. But anyway.
They had access to the DMC5 soundtrack, and they're like, how about Evanescence though?
Yeah, I'm glad someone was doing their job right.
I honestly thought my feelings were like, yeah, this show is like a 6 out of 10. I think it's okay. The more I think about it, the angrier I get. The fucking
The
score
8 out of 10 for sure. Yeah.
Fucking 2. I feel like this show fucked my wife and shot my dog.
I feel like that's kind of extreme.
Ari Shankar has cuckolded me and murdered my dog. Somebody help, please.
Season 2 coming soon.
Ugh. And I'm gonna watch it. You know I'm gonna, so I have something to complain about on this fucking podcast.
You know, it's going to be real funny because you said that this time, since we're doing things a little differently, you want to duke it out. Stephanie, how far do you think we can take Devil May Cry on our top 10?
I don't know.
If this even hits an honorable mention, I'll quit. Find someone else with bad opinions.
All right, Stephanie, what else did you watch?
Well, let me see. I guess also too, just win or lose. I think we both had watched this. I really liked it on Disney Plus, and yeah, I thought it was just really good. It basically is told through so many different perspectives, and every single perspective is different. And it actually looks at a softball team, and so it looks at these kiddos, but then it also looks at the adults that are in these kiddos' lives and what each person is going through. And I'm like, this is just so amazing from like a psychology perspective. And also too, I feel like it just brings up a lot of different like fears and insecurities that individuals have at different stages of life and different things just happening. And overall the animation was amazing. Also too, there is just like heartfelt moments and really sad moments. Like, my goodness, the first episode, one of the funniest and also too one of the saddest. So really good, really good.
That's a show I want a vinyl of. The music was so good too. Like, I think there was a different song at the end of each episode. I don't know. I thought the music was fire.
But how does it compare to Eddie's Big Cook-Off?
I mean, it's better.
Does it top the Eddie Dog in terms of culinary masterpieces on screen?
This show does what Man Seeking Woman does, where it in the world around the person, like the situation is shown like the way they see it and the way they feel it. So like it's exaggerated, but it like works. And I don't know. I really like that show. Sometimes it was a little too relatable, and I was like, damn, okay, just come right out and punch me in the face, I guess. And then I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm projecting. Like this is fine. That's not me. And then Aiden came in and was like, oh hey Robert, look, it's you. And I was like, all right.
It's just like you, for real. You're cringe.
I was like, all right, cool. It's very cute. I think you'd like it, Jake.
Maybe
Animation's really good. It's just, I think it's like what, 8 episodes?
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay. You watch anything else, Stephanie?
I'll probably just talk about one more and then that'll be it. But I'll probably talk about Nevertheless. This was a K-drama. I really hated it. It was just not a good show. And I haven't finished it yet. I think I still have 2 more episodes. It just made me mad because I was expecting like a normal K-drama where like there is romance and all this other stuff, and like dudes are basically like out of a fucking fairy tale. That is not what I got with this fucking K-drama. I got everything but that. Also, too, there were just so many things that I didn't like about this where I was like, wow, like people really do just be trying to fuck. And there are just like so many different, I guess, like perspectives on that.
So
I
it's
was
a
like,
realistic depiction of men in society and not the escapism you wished you would have gotten.
definitely the escapism part. Yeah, I did not get that. But also, too, it wasn't just men, it was also the women as well. Where I was like, okay, some of these things I feel like are written so weird. And I even had to take a video and I sent it to Robert on how, like, nobody would say that in real life. I have no idea how this was a thing. And also, too, these are like old people. Oh, well, I shouldn't say old people, but like, again, in their like,
These were 30-year-old.
isn't even that.
I was like
say
28.
Oh, what's it called? Like, well, now it's gonna sound bad, but like early 20s, mid 20s, right? And they were basically talking as if they were still in high school, where I was like, I am so confused, but also too, we are making some weird decisions as adults. And I don't know, the main antagonist I didn't think is that good looking, but like everybody's like, oh my gosh, like he's so amazing. But if you like look at the other like side characters, I'm like, no, like that should have probably been the lead. Like, I don't understand. And also too, there's a point where she has to choose between two dudes, and one of them obviously makes more sense. Also too, right, is the exact same dude basically, except better. Like he's not sleeping around with everybody. And also too, one of his side chick's husbands doesn't go and beat his ass, but she still chooses the other dude. And I guess he does start to change, but it's just like, bruh, like the husband even like pushes the main character down and is like, like your boyfriend's or you need to stay away from him. You need to choose better men, like all of this other stuff. I was like, okay, I didn't know I was watching reality TV and also to a K drama all at once. It was just interesting. And also
I
too,
know.
there's like an element of art in it to where
I
I'm
feel
like,
like you got to paint the picture for Jake. Just the
No, I'm just saying. I feel like fuck the softball show. I think I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna make Robert watch it with me, so that we could just be like, yes, this is a mirrored reflection of our early 20s.
I
But it's
definitely I know it's not like Stephanie. Tell them how it started.
okay, so I don't even remember how it started, but I'm gonna tell you what I had sent Robert, and then also too, you might have to take this out, Robert, because this might be just ridiculous. But anyway, there is a point where I guess like sorry people in here, but she ends up having her period while she is presenting in front of this class, right? Because she ended up
Yo, in
missing the class she
college?
was supposed to. Yeah, yeah. And
Was
so
she wearing a pad?
she was not. She was not. And so that was
Bro.
the big thing. But here's the wild part too. I was like, this had to be written by a man because like again, she just notices it right then. Like biology and all this other stuff, like she could have made it through this class. But anyway, so she's like freaking out and she's like, "Oh my god, like people are going to notice." But like even the show didn't take it seriously and like when she's walking, she's like trying to hide the back of her pants, but like there's nothing there. And so I'm
Stephanie,
like they didn't
what
even
the
try.
fuck would you know about the complex inner workings of the female body?
Man, let me tell you, not enough to write about it, I guess. But anyway, so it doesn't stop there though. She's like running out, right? And the other main dude that fucking sucks is like running after her. And he's like, "Oh my god, like you totally are being like a bitch to me. Like how come you're not talking to me during this class? Like I didn't even have to come and sit next to you, da 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 da, right?" And she's just like, "Yeah, I guess I'm sorry about that." And she's like trying to get out of there. And then all of a sudden he like stops and he's like, "Oh, we'll just take my sweater or whatever." And she's like, "No, well, it could get dirty." He's like, "That's okay. Da, 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 it'll be fine. Like, here, just take it." And then she's like, "No, no." And he's like, "No, you should." And then all of a sudden she's like, "Well, are you going to tell people that like I had my period?" He's like, "Why would I do that? I would never do that." He's like, "If I had a boner in class, would you tell people that I had a boner in class?"
Absolutely. 100
Well,
feet.
I was just like, how is this romantic? How I was like, and you guys are fucking old. Like, I don't understand. Like, I could understand if you're like in middle school and you're having these conversations. I'm like, you're 20 something years old. Like,
I'm sorry to tell you that's actually why I dropped out of college. I told a girl, "Hey, I got a bone."
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I
I'm too
dropped out because
passionate
I had
about
my
this.
first period in class.
I just cannot with this whole thing and how that was written. I was just like, what the heck? And she's like head over heels for this man because of this interaction where I'm like, he could have said so many things. Also, too, you all again are grown. Who is gonna be like, wow, like how embarrassing is that?
It's
Don't give a
romantic.
shit.
He understands her. He understands that she bleeds, and he's cool with it.
Just man.
You don't get that with every man.
You know what, Jake? That is a very good point. But I was just like, I feel like this could have been like there are so many scenarios that could have been presented, and this is the one that they chose, and they wrote this out. There was a writer out there that was like, this is good shit. Like, I can't wait to see this come to life with these actors. Like, blown away by this, but also too, there are just like so many other things that happen where I'm like, this is a piece of garbage, and I'm so surprised that this got a 7 out of 10. Like, I just do not understand.
Yeah, see, I thought you were gonna tell him about the statue.
Oh my gosh. No, okay, so then also too, I feel like Robert needs to explain this because I explained this
No. Explain how you explained it. Let's see if Jake gets.
Oh my God. All right. So I had told Robert that like how he would take it if somebody like made a sculpture of them, right? And so I had said that in this K drama, this dude makes a sculpture. And again, she's with like some other guy in the beginning. So they're together. Forget the main.
Forget boner guy.
Yeah, forget him. Forget him. This is another guy. So again, there's an art perspective. So they're all in art majors. So she's like a sculpture major. And also, too, the dude that she's seeing, he's also a sculpture major. I think he does like other stuff as well. And they go to like different colleges, but they're still in the same, I don't even know, same major or whatever. So there's this art exhibit. And so, again, like in the first few seconds, you can't exactly see, but like you see his sculpture and it's her name. Her name is Nabi, which means butterfly in Korean or whatever, right? And so you see a sculpture of a lady and I had told her it was 90 degrees. She was in a 90-degree angle and the title of the piece was her name and a man's best sight to see or something like that.
Based. Or he's telling me this man is red pilled. He's chudded up.
All right. So what do you see in your head when someone tells you a sculpture of someone in a 90-degree angle?
So either she's bending over, or even better, she's bending backward.
See? Oh my gosh. I don't know, Robert. You're the only one that did not get it.
I thought 90-degree angle meant like she's sitting, and so her legs are out like straight, and then her torso is just up, kind of like an L.
Oh, still an L.
Well, yeah.
But what you're thinking of is like, it's not even an L. It's like an H with like two of the things cut off. It's like an S. There we go.
What
you're thinking of an S pose?
No, not sitting down like sitting down straight, like sitting down with your legs flat on the ground.
Yeah, no. Why would that be sexy? Who would care?
Because I thought it was a romantic.
Why would that be erotic?
Sculpture.
Why would that be perfect?
Well, I didn't think it was erotic.
Why would that be inspiring?
And then Stephanie's like, kind of like if you have a girl bent over on a table, and I was like, oh, you mean like?
Oh, you mean full doggy? Okay, great, got it.
Oh wait, did you not get that?
No, I did.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Don't worry, Stephanie. I got this pictured perfectly in my mind. 100% got it. Got it written down.
And the statue is naked, right? Like it's not just her bent over. She's like also naked.
Oh yeah, most definitely naked. And also too, I guess you can't see the face because like her hair is like covering, or I guess I don't know, the sculpture's hair is covering the face. So that's what kind of like makes it worse.
Doesn't include the face,
I mean, it's optional.
And so that's how this starts. And so she is like grappling with like, wow, he didn't even ask me, but like maybe I'm the asshole. And she's like talking with her friends, and like one of them's like, oh, that's like so romantic. Like he made a sculpture of you. Like who does that? And then the other one's like, no, derogatory as fuck. And also too, like this is ridiculous. Like out of all of the things he could have done, he chooses this pose. Like you should break up with him. And so, right, like they're going back and forth, and then all of a sudden she gets the message that no person wants to get. It's basically like the hey girly text where another girl's like, hey, I just want to let you know I've been seeing your man. Turns out he was cheating on her, and so then she breaks up with him. And she's like, you're such an asshole. And then like you would think, right, she would get up and she would leave, but no, he like the whole time, right? I guess they're like filming. She just looks over and is like listening as he just continues to lecture her, even though she just broke up with him. Like, it's just wild. The whole thing is wild where I'm like, somebody cheats on you. And then also, too, like they did this weird fucking thing without your knowledge. Like, why would you sit there and listen to them? Just everything about this. I was like, not it. Not it. Definitely would not watch ever again. So
seems like a misogynistic masterpiece. I'm going to recommend this to all my friends who hate women. So just Robert.
I was about to say though, there is a relationship in there where I was like, that should have been it, and it's basically like a lesbian relationship where I was like, that's what I was looking for. That's the escapism and relationship that we needed, and also too still has those like Korean drama tropes, but we don't get to see that. We get to see whatever the heck this was, where I'm like, apparently we're in middle school, but we're not because we're making all of these grown decisions with married people. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
So you're saying our men are better at writing lesbian relationships than they are at heterosexual ones, and they should
You
stay in their
know,
lane.
I was like, I'm pretty sure probably a woman wrote that one. But also too, right? It wasn't the main one. So we'll come back to more feminist issues. But anyway, that
Pretty
was
sure a woman wrote that
nevertheless.
one. Because
That was a
women
fucking
knew where
intern.
things were at.
She left her manuscript in her fucking desk, and he's like, "This is fire."
He's like, yeah, I'm gonna say I wrote this. Then he just continues on with whatever is going on in the main story.
I do have to say, because Stephanie also told me that there's a guy in this who's kind of a hoe, and he has a tattoo of a butterfly on his neck.
That's the main character. That's the hoe.
And for some reason it was like very sensual to her, and that didn't make sense until you just said that her name in Korean means butterfly, and now that makes sense.
Okay, so we can continue on, but Jake, I'm going to throw a picture of what
No,
this
I'm not
butterfly
I'm not saying
tattoo
it's
looks
good.
like. Oh, okay.
I'm
I
saying it
was
makes
like,
sense
are
why
we?
she would think that, because it's her name, you know?
Oh, well, also too, I guess her name has like a backstory as well. So it's not like she doesn't like her name, but she likes that it was picked out for her from her aunt because her aunt is more of a mother figure than her mom. And it's like also too, right? If we look into this a little bit more, her like biological mom is just sleeping with random men all the time and is not able to find a stable boyfriend. And it's crazy because it's literally what the main character is. Like he can't commit. He doesn't know how to say no. And it's just wild. Just wild.
So she's
Definitely,
got like an Oedipus complex.
you know, well, I guess it's from her perspective.
What if
So,
it's like a retelling of a Greek myth, and you just don't get it?
I mean, technically it would have to be an electric complex, but that's not happening. But also too, like, regardless, straight garbage. Don't like it. There weren't even. I feel like with the title of this, there were so many things they could have done, and they basically use them for like pauses or like when commercials are coming on. Terrible, just terrible.
Well, that was gas.
Nevertheless,
I'd like to put out a disclaimer that any potential misogyny that might have been interpreted by the viewer from me was not absurdist sarcasm. I hold those views or opinions.
it's going to be real fun when I edit that to say I do hold.
Fucking guy.
I just want to let everyone know that I absolutely. Oh, shit.
Jeez.
I have one last thing to talk about, and it is not a TV show or a movie or a video game. It's a piece of fan fiction.
I'm out of here. I'm going to go piss. Adam back. Is Rob done talking about fan fiction?
I waited for you, buddy.
Son of a bitch.
All right. So, I also am part of this little book club that Brianne and I have, where we will read books. And so far, it has been kind of a failure because I keep picking boring ass fucking books. I also read Midnight Sun, and that was a super long book that was like utterly boring at times because Edward doesn't know when to shut the fuck up. But then Brianne recommended Manacled by Sen Lin Yu, and it is a Harry Potter fanfic, and it is the most heartbreaking thing I've ever read in my life. Like I love Harry Potter. I was always a huge fan, and I just love that world. Before J.K. Rowling decided to fuck everything up, and so to read a piece of fiction that is so like clearly someone who loves Harry Potter wrote this, and man, it's really dark. It's set in an alternate reality where Harry Potter does not win. Voldemort wins, and it follows the aftermath of that. And it is one of the darkest, most fucked up love stories I've ever read in my life. And this shit made me cry multiple times. It's so good. And you can't find it anymore because it's so good that the person that wrote it, either they're writing their own book or they got a movie deal or something. So they're gonna like rewrite it so it's not Harry Potter, I think, and make it their own thing. But since that happened, they just took this shit off the shelves. It doesn't, well, I guess not shelves, but off of all the
They took it off the Wattpad.
off the AO3 website, yeah, and everything. So it's
No
not,
more Tumblr posts.
nope. But I mean, it is such a huge fandom for just this one story, and I didn't get it. And even while I was like reading it, I fucking hated a character with a passion. Like it made me sick. Like the shit that they were doing, and then like once everything comes together, it's just like, man, here I am crying like a bitch. This thing is like 800 pages. Ran and I read it in like 2 days. That's how fucking we could not put this shit down. If you like Harry Potter, this is key. Like I didn't get fan fiction. I didn't understand how like good it could be. It's insane to me now because I'm like, these people are so fucking talented, and they're just throwing it out there for free on fucking AO3. I mean, obviously, this one she got a deal, but it's wild to me that people would make something this huge, this put this much passion into something that they just essentially give away for free. But yeah,
Yeah, wrong audience, buddy. I haven't even seen the movies.
well, like I said, I love Harry Potter. It's crazy that you haven't seen the movies.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
As I said, I thought fantasy and magic was stupid and dumb when I was a kid. I don't know why. I just thought it was whack. Actually, you know what? I think it might be Halo's fault. If it isn't a hyper masculine man with very little emotions holding an assault rifle that's fucking bigger than me, I don't care. I got to go through them at some point. So there's the content fodder. We made Jake watch/read Harry Potter.
You're not reading those books.
I'm not reading those books.
I have them all, but you're not reading them.
I ain't reading those fucking books, bro. I don't care.
I mean, yeah, like I said, this is also just to give you guys an idea of like what this fanfic is. It drew a lot of inspiration from The Handmaid's Tale, so that's the vibe.
Isn't that the one that's like shows you why you should beat your wife or whatever?
That you want to take this one, Steph?
I thought that was like a red pill book.
What are we talking about?
I don't know anything about reading.
The Handmaid's Tale, and then Jake, what did you say?
Yeah, wait.
All right, I might have heard wrong. We're just gonna cut that.
I think Jake said, "Isn't that the one where it tells you why you should beat your wife?"
I mean, he's not wrong though. But
I mean, that's like saying 1984 is a book about telling you why corporations are awesome and the government is good.
oh well. I mean, okay, I'll say this just in case. So, The Handmaid's Tale is most definitely just in a
Not a red pill book.
in a completely different world and setting. But yeah, it does center around women's rights being taken away slowly but surely. And also too, there are, I guess, different like communities or groups of women. So also too, if you're in higher class, right, you're just gonna have more rights than if you're in lower class. And then also too, if you're in lower class, then you're going to be taking care of basically the higher class women and also too even the men, and the men can do whatever they kind of want with you. So even when you're in higher class as well, it's just like completely bananas. And also too, who has kids, who doesn't, that's also another thing in there. So it's just a wild time to be alive.
Yeah. Literally within the first chapter, you know if this is for you or if it's too much. There's a lot of triggers and a lot of trigger warnings, as there is in a lot of fanfics. But yeah, that's it for me.
Speaking of reading shit online, I didn't do any of that because reading is whack. However, I listened to a podcast yesterday that is so good.
How long was this podcast?
I'm getting there. That is so good that I put it on my list, even though it'll soon probably disappear from the internet forever. There's a show called Creepcast, done with Meat Cannon and Wendigoon, and they read, I think it's mainly like creepy pastas and stories online and fan fictions and shit, but I guess sometimes they do real books. And they recently posted an episode on a story called Spire in the Woods. And this shit is so gas. This episode is so fucking fire that now I'm going to start listening to Creepcast. Not only is this story fucking infinitely entertaining, just like an excellent piece of adolescent teenage horror, but it's also just a really fucking funny episode. Like I guess like this story, Spire in the Woods, I guess like it got some kind of movie deal or something like that. So it's like hard to find this online. Like you can't just go and read it. Like I think they're reading it off of the Wayback Machine, off of like an old page that was taken down. So you're gonna have to like acquire it via means if you actually just want to read it.
Oh, what?
Or you'd have these two guys basically read it out audiobook style. I enjoyed it, but I could see why people particularly might not like this episode of Creepcast because the story is actually super fucking engaging. Like it pulled me in. I was like, okay, this is probably why people like the literary genre. This is probably why people like books and stories and shit. But also, Meat Canyon and Wendigoon are just so fucking funny that they can just break the immersion instantly with a joke that'll have me like crying and then instantly pull me back in as they fucking start narrating the story again. Like they take a break in the middle of this 7-hour episode to talk about like losing their virginity. And it's one of the worst things I've ever heard in my life. I'm in between like gagging and laughing and being disgusted, but also like crying tears. It's good. So I guess if you have any interest in this story, go find it or listen to this episode of Creepcast while it's still there. It was just a really fucking funny podcast experience.
I mean, I downloaded it.
Really engaging story too. Like I almost don't want them to make a movie. I guess like Spielberg had his eye on this story, but it's been in development hell for however long they've had the rights or whatever. But it has potential to be a god tier horror film or an absolute shit adaptation, depending on who gets their hands on it. So if you're a fan of horror and teenage coming of age horror, I guess, which is a genre, yeah, go ahead and read it. If you do not mind what is essentially an audiobook with people cracking jokes from time to time in between, go ahead and go for the episode while it's still up.
I was about to say, you should like drop that because that does sound interesting.
Yeah, I did. Robert can link it. So like the Spire in the Woods, it's basically like, it's about a kid growing up in like Massachusetts or whatever. And then he like goes amateur ghost hunting, and the book takes place in like 1999. And he's like doing it as a way to like reinforce his Catholicism, I guess. Because he's like, well, if there's evidence of the supernatural, then I don't have to have doubts in God if there's things beyond me I can't understand. And that's the setup. And then he basically goes and investigates all these urban legends and tales and shit, going ghost hunting. And then he eventually gets one that is like a little bit personal. Like, I'm not going to spoil it because it's honestly, even if you read it, I don't think the read would take you that long. You could probably do this whole thing in a day. But it's an urban legend that hits a bit closer to home. That's not really even an urban legend at that point. It's just investigating some things that happened recently that might be related to one of these tales. And then it balances like social anxiety horror and actual spooky fucking scary tale horror in a way that I really enjoyed. Like he is a teenager growing up and all the fucked up and anxious things that entail with that, but also spooky ghost hunting.
I do like spooky ghost hunting.
It's good. I said, whoever's going to make this movie has the potential to make one of the best pieces of horror media out there, or just absolutely shit the bed. I'm assuming it's going to be the second more than the first, but we'll see if this movie even ever gets fucking made. But also, like, the Wendigoon and Meat Canyon, I didn't know they were, like, such good friends. They have such good synergy. Like, they're so fucking funny. It's so... I think they just bounce off each other really well, just because Wendigoon is just a good Southern church Christian boy. He's so polite. He's so nice, at least presenting. And then Meat Canyon is just a fucking internet troll degenerate that is constantly making fun of the things that Wendigoon likes and is talking about. And like, he's always a good sport about it. and it's always really funny. I know it's good. Like the amount of jabs that Meat Canyon makes about religion and shit, and Wendigo just has to fucking steer him back on course. It's good. I really enjoyed their banter in this episode.
Okay. I mean, I feel like I'd probably want to read it, but I also want to hear this. So I'm like, maybe I'll just listen to it. Do they just read it out loud?
Yeah, but Meat Canyon does have like voice acting experience. So like and Wendigoon also, like, if he wanted to narrate for audiobooks, he could do that because he's really good about reading passages in an immersive way. And then, as I said, Meat Canyon, when he's voicing characters, can do an excellent job of like immersing you in the content. But also, he's an asshole, so he's gonna crack a joke in the middle of this super fucking immersive moment. Like, for the most part, they don't do anything like they don't like ruin the story in anything that would be like super important. Like, they let moments breathe when they need to while they're reading. But like, Wendigoon will read a very serious passage and narrate something very serious that's going on, and then Meat Canyon will voice a character and then just fucking destroy the fucking narrative with the way he's voicing the character. And I liked it. It fucking brought me to tears. But I could see why some people would find that annoying if they just want the story. If you just want the story, just go read it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I enjoyed both parts of this content. And then they give their thoughts about the story after. So it's kind of like it's like a movie commentary, but like a book commentary. And then they're giving their thoughts as it's going, and then almost give it like a little review at the end. It's like a really fun and engaging way of experiencing this side of the internet that I don't give a fuck about and never would go on my own.
You mean books?
Well, I mean, it's not
literature.
I think it's literally a fucking Reddit no sleep story.
It is, but that doesn't. Some of the best pen pals started that way.
Yeah, but I'm not going to go read a book by myself. That's lame. At least here I can parasocially be attached by these two internet figures and pretend that they're my friends.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, I could just have my phone on my fucking computer desk listening to the speakers while they're talking to each other, and then fucking crack a non-alcoholic Corona and be like, I hear that, Isaiah. Yeah, you tell him, Hunter. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, and then you got an album, it looks like?
Yeah, over the past 5 months, I've just been listening to 2 albums on repeat. So just throwing them out there. Infest the Rat in Its Nest by King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard is a thrash metal album that was made in 2020, around there, by psychedelic rock band from Australia, King Gizzard and the Wizard Lizard, and it's fucking good. It's a concept album with a fairly easy to follow narrative through line about basically humanity's self-extinction at the hand of overpopulation and global warming and just being unattentive to the planet. And it's engaging from a narrative standpoint, and also it's like I haven't listened to a thrash metal album in like a decade, and I haven't listened to any modern thrash metal that I would ever like, because I don't know, Anthrax, Metallica, Megadeth, Slayer, like they did it. I don't really know. They fucking nailed the genre. I don't really know why you need to go back to it. But then fucking King Gizzard's just like, yeah, fuck psychedelic rock. We're doing thrash metal this time. Fuck you. And then they did something else with the next album. So it's just a really engaging piece of narrative and music at the same time. Like the shit going on with the drums and the bass and guitar and the shit are fucking insane. Like this is also just a good album to work out to. And then The Garden is a band that I've had my eye on for a little bit, but never really went deep into the discography. They were touring with Machine Girl a couple of years ago, and I just couldn't get the time off to go to that show. But I was like, well, I like Machine Girl, so what kind of band would they actively tour with? So let me go investigate these Garden fellas. And it's 2 brothers. And I don't know how else to explain the music other than everything they make has that spice. It's got that zest. It's got that salt and vinegar that I like. They can't just make punk music. They have to make goofy fucking punk music. They can't just make a ballad. They have to make a wobbly ballad that I like. That's for me. And I started out looking through Kiss My Super Bowl Ring, which was like their 2020 release. I think if you enjoy their more punk-oriented stuff, you would like go forward in their discography. So Horseshit on Route 66 is an outstanding punk album. I made Robert listen to it.
It is pretty good.
If you want their goofy, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like indie dream pop punk, goofy jester music, then go backwards. Like the Scoop and the album before that, there's fucking gas. That shit's absolute fire. So go on a musical journey, I guess, if you really feel like it. Go listen to The Garden's past 5 releases. And they've also been doing this shit since I think 2008. They've been putting out music forever.
And that sounds cool. I mean, I'll probably check out that one since I like their other one.
I don't know. This album is almost unpalatable in a way that I enjoy.
Jake, is your whole personality just to be fucking different?
I didn't want to turn out this way. I don't know what happened to me. I don't know what bit me. I don't know what disease I have. I don't know what fucking social disorder I inherited from a fucking blood sacrifice an ancient relative did. I just enjoy that zest, bro. I enjoy the spice of life.
I guess.
No, sir, I would not like vanilla. Please get me the fucking
Pickle.
salted steak caramel with pickles in it. Yes, I would like the Baja Blast flavored ice cream with the fucking orange chicken sprinkles. Thank you.
Absolutely disgusting. Well, that's it. We did it. We got through another episode. This was hopefully the longest one because we had to catch up. But after that, since we're gonna have our assignments, it should run a little differently. Are we gonna say our assignments right now? Or
I mean, we can. I mean, it's barely a fucking format switch.
yeah,
We're just gonna try to do more shit together as a group so that we can talk about the same shit sometimes.
Let's see.
So is it True Detective?
True Detective Season 1.
Robert threw at Stephanie and I. I gave Stephanie and Robert an album. We had some good times together. Don't forget that. By she's now going by Synthonia, but Sewer Slivet was the previous title, or Symphony, not Synthonia.
And Stephanie, I already forgot the name.
Yeah, I'm assigning us Catch a Killer. It's a board game-esque thing, so yeah, should be exciting.
Can't wait to find out. We're all stupid.
Can't wait to find out that we don't have similar tastes in anything and that we're all miserable.
I think True Detective Season 1 is just really fucking good. So,
But does it have the spice of life? Is it goofy?
it is absolutely it a little bit of spice.
Is it just good, Robert? Because it needs to be better than good. It needs to be whack. It needs to be.
I think
Gourmet.
that even if you don't like the genre, the fucking chemistry between Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey is the best.
I don't want a Gordon Ramsay 5-star dinner.
Well, sucks because that's what you got.
I want the jackfruit pizza with the green tomato sauce with the pretzel crust.
This motherfucker said gross to me when I had pizza with blueberries on it, but it sounds like that's the spice you're looking for, bud.
Yeah, I can't even talk that much shit. I'd probably try that shit in a heartbeat.
And it's fire.
All right, then now you understand. Welcome to my side of life. It rules over here.
But all right, that's it for this one. I think. I mean, we did it again.
Yeah, another 4-hour episode in the fucking bag.
They should be shorter. We had a lot of months.
This is all shit I did this last month.
Yeah, but there was a lot there.
Not for me.
But all right, we gotta have a goodbye. So we'll catch you guys next time.
No, I won't. I quit. Fucked up and cry.
See ya.
Woo! We did it. How you feeling, Stephanie? I know this was a long one.
I was about to say, are you just gonna ignore Jake?
What?
I said it.
Devil May Cry?
That was the goodbye. I
Yeah,
cut the show. Goodbye.
Oh no,
We're
that's not what I
done.
meant. I meant you only asked me. That's why I was like, did I hear that wrong?
Jake makes me do shit all the time.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
I'm
guess
gonna
we
make
work here pretty early.
That's fair. I make Robert live an interesting life by gunpoint. So, hey, did I tell you my cat tried taking a shit on my chest last night while I was sleeping?
I take
No,
that
you did not.
personally.
Well, I was like getting ready for bed and I get in the covers and I was like, okay, I'm comfy. And then my cat jumps on the bed and I was like, okay, that's fine. And then he jumps on my chest and I was like, that's fine. Usually he fucking goes in between my legs. And then he doesn't. And I was like, what the fuck's your deal, bro? Normally you sleeping between my legs. What's going on? And then I shine my phone on his face, and he's like in a squat position. And I was like, bro, you better not. And then a little bit of pee dribbles onto the blanket, and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking kill you, dude. I'm gonna break your fucking neck. On the blanket I had just watched, because I came home and he took a shit on it when I got home from work. And I was like, I'm just gonna burn this fucking blanket, dude.
I'm like scared now. Like, jeez.
You should be. This cat's a fucking menace.
Man, I was about to say
Like,
maybe.
Even when he's nice, Robert would be like, oh, okay, yeah, he's cuddling up to me. He's rubbing up on me. He wants attention. Okay, I'll pet him. And then he'll just like fucking grab Robert's hand, and then he'll like fucking bite it and then inject his claws on both sides and then start gator rolling.
Old bait and switch.
What were you gonna say though, Stephanie?
That just scares the shit out of me. Like, I don't know. I haven't seen Little Grim do that. Like, where, I don't know. I guess, like, also too with
a shit on.
I was like, well, I guess like potty training, but she's also never been. I don't know. She's like never done that.
The problem. How old's your cat?
No, she's still pretty young. I think she's like maybe 2 months, 2 or 3 months. I need to get her. What's it called? Fixed though before the 6 month. That's what I've heard.
I got him when he was like 6, so it's like game over. He is who he is. There's no learning. There's no personality elevation or like programming that's gonna go on. He just is who he is, and who he is a bitch.
18 years. See.
Yeah, I'm gonna have this fucking guy forever too. And he's such a bitch ass.
Does your cat try and jump off the balcony?
Oh yeah, he did try to kill himself the other day.
I don't know. Is that a cat?
So, Stephanie, you know what these apartments are, and you haven't been in them, but I'm on the 3rd floor, and my cat likes to go out on the balcony sometimes, and he'll like bitch and scratch and moan at the door until I let him do it. So, because he won't let me put a harness or a collar on him, I wrap the leash around his stomach and then tie it, and then that's how I let him go outside. And this was like it was a night after Robert and I are done chilling or whatever. So I'm like, whatever, binge drinking, chilling outside on the balcony, watching YouTube videos on my phone while he like wanders around on the leash. And then I feel a tug on the leash, and then I look over, and then I see that he's like dangling off the side of the balcony, holding onto the railing. And I'm like,
bruh.
oh. So I just scoop him up with one arm and throw him back inside, and I was like, yeah, you're not going outside for a while, bud.
See, no, that scares me. Little Grim doesn't even know the balcony exists.
I feel like you need to raise animals like peasants. I feel like
Honestly.
The more you give them, the more they want to experience.
Exactly. It's too much.
Your life,
literally.
Your life exists in this apartment. That's all there is to the world.
Don't even look outside. Like, but she does like looking outside. And she has ran out the door before. But then also too, like there's nowhere for her to go. So then she's like, what? What is this? And so that's good, but I don't know. She also gives me anxiety sometimes.
At least she's not trying to shit on your chest while you're sleeping yet.
Jeez, I hope that never happens. That is very weird though. I even had a cat before this and he wouldn't do that. So now
I think he's just broken.
Jake's just got a shittable chest, you know.
Don't
what?
That's some people's cup of tea. That's definitely not fucking mine.
Shit. Literally.
Shut up. But no, he's such a bitch that he's been returned to Petco multiple times. So if I don't love him, nobody will.
Yeah, that's a sad time.
So it's just me and him together forever.
Against the world, some would say.
Fucking hate this cat. Like he's a cool guy, but like fuck this kid. I feel like he's actually like a child. I feel like I have a toddler for the rest of my life.
Well, you do like kids. So.
Oh my god, dude. Every fucking interaction I have with a child reinforces me not wanting kids.
I mean, this is kind of reinforcing my don't get a cat.
They're normally not like this. Even dogs aren't like this.
That is true. That is a special just for you.
Like animals typically aren't malicious. They're just stupid. But like this cat is malicious.
Just like, I know you want that spice in your life.
Hey, let me fuck up your whole night, bud.
I mean, sometimes here we be. So too. I'll let you guys go.
Yeah. Thank you guys. I will catch you guys later.
Okay, bye.